like 30 seconds. Oh no, we don't. We're here.
It's all working. I made it.
Ha!
Welcome back to Council Roleplay, and welcome to Tentacle Tuesday. Let's go around, say who we are, who we will be playing tonight, and let's get on with the show. Thank you everyone who joined us for the Ask Me Anything, and who continues to be here hanging out in chat live today on this fine Tuesday. Welcome back to the wonderful Amelia. Hello, friend.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I've had quite the day, and I just broke my suspenders, but I have fixed them now, so I will be fully costumed. Yeah, it's been a good week. I missed you all, congratulations with that. And yeah, last week was fun and all, but I can't wait to see what you've got lined up for us today. I will be playing Laure Belvin, who is weirdly unflustered at the moment by a lot of the very strange shit, or seemingly unflustered by a lot of the strange shit that's been going on. Let's see if that continues, shall we?
And always unflustered, always unflappable, Timothy. How are you doing today, sir?
I wasn't expecting me. Yeah, that was a curveball. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm not too bad. I'm pretty good. I'm excited to be here again to play some more Call of Cthulhu. It is definitely one of the games that I absolutely just keep coming back for again and again and again, considering I've been doing it for about 3 years now. So it has been about 3 years, right, Will? Something like that? Something like that, right?
I think so, you know. Every time I see
get rid of
a
me.
sub thing, it's like 30 odd months or so, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
You got a founder's
Or
badge,
more.
right?
Do I have a founder's badge? Let me just check.
I don't even know.
I do have a founder's badge. I do. So yeah, I was like one of the one of the ones when yeah. So that's cool. Anyway, yeah, I play Reginald or Reggie. Don't know what's going on. Not really. We're in Carcosa and just chilling, just getting to know the locals and applying to libraries apparently.
And
It's a
always welcome here on a Tuesday. We have Adam, Call of Cthulhu himself. Hi, friend.
Murderer.
I excited to find out what happens. I do know what's going on, and I'm in a constant state of flustered about it. This is going to be really good. Yeah, we had a super fun time last week, but we're going to really dig back into the horror now, and that should be good. I don't know what am I doing. Oh, that's right. I'm lost in the fucking stacks. Brilliant. Yeah.
And
With an old lady.
Oh yeah. Let's bring it up.
I thought someone was gonna.
You've definitely got a
I
type,
missed out
haven't
on a
you?
week.
You know, they're just easier.
And welcome back to Lindy, who GM'd for us the wonderful one shot last week. Now back
Didn't
playing.
pick up on that segue.
I'm really hacked off. I've been trying ever since I worked out the segue system, dropping something like paedophile as the last word I say in the hope it'll carry, but it never fucking does.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You got one last week, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah.
I'm doing spiffy. I am excited and happy to be here. I love Call of Cthulhu. I love all you wonderful people. At least most of you. I'll let y'all figure that out. And I'm very excited to be playing Elsie Clark today. She's not an art thief. She's a writer.
Awesome. And last but not least in the cast, the wonderful Pandas.
Hello, I'm kind of glad to be back in the arms, the burly arms of Hank rather than the miscreant I was playing last week. It's a fun departure, but yeah, it made my skin crawl a little bit. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening. I missed everyone, and it's nice to have you back, Will. Just kidding.
And speaking of Will, how are you doing today, friend?
I'm doing good. I wasn't here last week because I was off traveling to Montreal to get my US immigration visa done, which we got done. Success. Huzzah. So yeah, all really, really good. I've just been fucking chilling since there, and I'm excited to get back into the horror this week. I've missed a week of my Cthulhu, so I've got extra jam-packed goodness planned for today. So yeah, I'm excited.
It's cool actually because you're one of the 6 people that actually got a visa into America in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So,
No,
well done on that.
yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It definitely helps that we ended up having a senator's office trying to help us get the visa stuff, so it went a lot quicker than we were expecting it to. So yeah, that was good.
I mean, bribes grease the wheels, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I won't name names, but obviously there was a lot of money went to Putin. Sorry. Anyway, I guess we should. Each other.
You hear that? That's the sound of a visa being revoked.
I think on that note, we should dive on over to Past Charlie, talking about our sponsors, and we'll see who remains behind their cameras when we return. Before we begin today's show, I would like to take some time to remind you about our sponsors. Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the beautiful maps and rolls you see tonight are done using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer and 40k minis for up to 20% off regular retail price. And Tabletop Loot, who sell incredible dice. Go and check them out at tabletoploot.com.
Charlie had to go for legal reasons, but we're back. We're back.
Inexplicably, she lost her visa to England, the country she's from.
Strange, but I had
She's
to
now
have-
stateless.
Yeah, Tom also is maybe joining us here. We'll see. But I'll do a quick recap of what happened last time on the show, not last week, a couple of weeks ago. The episode was Library Cards, in which the investigators had found themselves in Carcosa, the land of lost memories and chaotic creativity. They seek the answer to a riddle for the Festival of Fear. The question is, who dares live in the heart of Carcosa, and who stands in the light? Perhaps the answer lays within the secret library, which they managed to find their way into. But first, they had to apply for a library card by filling out a deeply personal questionnaire, including some questions such as name your 3 closest loved ones in descending order. And after being able to fill out, they needed it signed by someone, a resident of Carcosa, a citizen, if you will. And so someone went to go and speak with Italia Newman, who's been living in Carcosa for some time, almost so long that she's forgotten exactly why she came here, but she too seeks the answer to the riddle so that she can move on within the festival. And so they agreed to sort of join up in exchange for the investigators' help, because to get anywhere in Carcosa, you have to pay the mimes passage for getting anywhere, for your travel. And that passage comes in the form of blood. And Italia Newman told them that they can only take 3 times of going through one of these doors of the mimes before you are out and trapped within Carcosa forever. And she'd used all of her chances, so that's why she needed them. So they agreed to team up, while Wilkes managed to actually persuade the librarian to sign his own library card. He's gone off looking for a book, so as things stand, Wilkes is off in the library on his own, looking for an ancient tome, while the rest of the investigators have just finished their conversation with Italia Newman in the restaurant, and are fixing to go back, find Wilkes, team up, and go on an adventure in Carcosa. What could go wrong? Fantastic. Let's start off there. Oh, and of course, if you guys want to donate throughout as well, feel free to give these players the net 1s, net 20s, the wild magic, throw the monsters at them. And in fact, we'll kick things off today as well with our vote. So who, dear friends of Twitch chat, who is going to receive first of all, is it going to be the sanity boon, which is the D6 of sanity that they get restored. And as a point to that, let's just go around real quick and remind ourselves of what our sanity scores are looking at right now. Let's start with Virginia. What's your sanity looking at? Not good.
My sanity is very low. I'm on encounter roleplay. My sanity is currently at, I believe, 40.
Wow. Okay, 40. And Amelia, what about lore? What's she got?
I think 44.
44. Okay. Reggie, what you got?
35.
Sebastian?
Inexplicably, I've still got 38.
38. Hey, that's
I think
a
it was
number.
because I rolled infinitely well in one session.
Yes, there was that one game. Elsie, what about yourself?
53.
53. You've got our new leader. And Hank?
I'm on a 46.
46. All right. I'm gonna have to fix that. So there you go, chat. There's some info on that. We'll get those votes in here in a minute. But first, we're going to pick up with Professor Wilkes, who once again finds himself alone. You're in this vast, giant library with tomes running down every conceivable surface. And you have the library card, which has been stamped and signed by the librarian. She's told you to go off looking for the book which you seek, and that it has a way of finding what you're looking for in a place like this. So, Wilkes, describe what you're doing and the sort of state of mind that you find yourself in at this point.
Okay, I'm mentally barely gripping on by my fingertips to my sanity because I have the unfortunate semi-knowledge of this place. Like, I have knowledge that it would be in the sense of somebody suddenly turning up, you know, in the underworld with Loki and going, "Oh, it's real!" Oh, fuck.
Right.
So at the moment, I'm concentrating hard. I'm not actually walking anywhere per se. I'm just concentrating hard on the book in the hope of, because I don't think the Dewey Decimal System's going to fucking cut it.
Yes.
I'm
right.
trying to actualize the book in front of me as opposed to like searching through the infinite library of death.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're traveling through, stepping through the long corridors of bookcases and focusing on the book that you have in mind, you hear a voice, a little whisper coming from one of the bookcases, and it says, "Psst! Psst! Hey you! Yeah, you! You're the only one here.
Hello?
And me. Hey!
Hello?
Yeah, over here.
Yes, I can
Looking
hear
right
you.
at me.
Yes, I can hear you talking, book.
You're looking right at me. Come on.
Are you a book? I assume I'm seeing books and shelves.
Yeah, you're just looking at like books on the shelf, and the voice is, "Oh, yes, obviously.
Obviously?
Obviously, I'm a book. It's a fucking library."
Oh, yes, sorry, my mistake. That is obvious. Which book are you?
This one here, the red one, the red binding.
Okay, I'll take down the red-bound book.
It doesn't have a title to it, but the voice definitely seems louder. Yeah, here we go. Fantastic. All right, so just open me up and start reading. Come on.
Anywhere at all?
Yeah, first page would be good. If you could just start from the beginning and work your way through, that'd be great. I've been in here forever.
Yes, that's how terrible for you. I'll open the book to the first page.
It's blank.
No, of course it is. Yeah, there's actually there's new words on the page.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Do you know magic?
Like card tricks?
No. Like a spell. Like a spell.
I mean, theoretically, I've read about any number of. Not really.
Damn. Okay. This is gonna be difficult. Do you know anyone that does magic?
I don't believe I do.
Okay.
Is it a complicated spell?
No. I can teach it to you. It's just quicker if you already know. Okay, we're going to need a body or two.
Oh yes.
Yes. There should be a few nearby.
Right. Do we... What is the purpose of this spell?
Let's just head to the basement, first of all, shall we? And then we'll cast it, and we'll get reading.
Right. So about the body thing, I take it you mean an already dead person. I don't have to make somebody.
Well, it doesn't really matter, but if there are dead bodies around, great. If not, we'll just make some. Then we'll get reading.
Right. Yes. Right. Where are the dead bodies that are already around?
Well, let's take a look in the basement. I might have left a few down there.
Okay. I was actually looking for the Panacotic manuscripts.
Yes. Well, I mean, obviously, and I'll help lead you to them.
Right. What am I actually? Why am I reading? Why are we conversing?
To get me out of here, obviously. To summon me, essentially. Take me out of this binding that I'm in, and get me out so I can help you all.
Right. And you are whom?
Friend. It's been so long. They used to call me the Taker of Faces. Ring any bells?
Actually, probably does. Does it? I don't know.
You could roll an occult.
Where's the fucking... How do I even do that? Okay, yeah. Where the fuck is my occult? Oh, there it is. 31 off 80.
So, maybe you've heard that phrase before, Taker of Faces, which would speak to, I mean, all manner of legends of, like, doppelganger type legends and occult mysteries, the kind of creatures that could take the being or form of someone else. You don't know exactly who this Taker of Faces is, but it's the kind of thing that would pop up in occult lore quite a bit.
Right. So... a skin changer of some sort?
Yes, exactly. So you do know some magic.
Not the spells particularly. In the writings, it was often the case that the person whose face you were taking did not necessarily survive, per se.
Well, no. Often not. Sometimes, but...
I can equally assume you're not a human in any way.
Correct, yes. Though I can't take human form, obviously.
No, of course you can. Yes. So what help might you be in terms of if we were to summon you out of the book and so forth?
Oh, I see. Well, I have the key. Yes, the key to the safe.
Key to the safe. Which safe would that be?
The safe in which the books that you're looking for are held, of course.
Right.
I keep the best stuff locked up. I mean, I have to say, I locked it up before I got trapped in here, but you know how it goes. Every now and again, when you're changing someone's skin, someone shows up in Carcosa all self-righteous and trying to save the day, lock you up as if you're some kind of elder being.
which of course you are.
Well, yes, I'm not human, I suppose, but that doesn't mean I'm meant to be locked up in a place like this. After all, you want the book, and, well, I've got the key. So...
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you're a very truthful elder thing, but do you happen to have any suggestion of proof that you might have the aforementioned key, safe story, and so forth?
Certainly. If you could fall asleep, then I'll show you.
Right.
Just fall asleep.
Right here, and now.
Right there. I mean, there's a good spot over there. Doesn't look too dusty.
Right. That doesn't sound awfully safe either, actually.
Well, I don't know. You could knock yourself out. Get someone else to knock you out.
Actually, all of these are coming in at less safe even than the falling asleep and opening my mind to a possible eldritch creature. Yes.
Well, I'm not sure I agree, but
no. I'm sure from your perspective, terrible discrimination, of course, but just from my perspective as a fragile human, could you possibly provide proof that doesn't involve you entering my mind in some fashion?
Well, if you fall asleep, you can enter my mind in some fashion.
Right, that sounds much worse, actually.
Oh. Well...
Not to say your mind isn't obviously lovely, but probably quite a few non-Euclidean edges and so forth, yes?
Quite. Well, in that case, I'm not sure how I can prove it to you. I suppose I could show you where the safe is.
Oh, yes, that would actually possibly help, yes.
All right.
I don't know why I'm holding it like this. It's not like it's a little fucking... it's not like a travel guide. I'm like... Où est la plage?
Okay, we're gonna... Yeah. Okay, so Wilkes is directed by the book and starts giving you some directions. We'll cut back to the team, the rest of the team, who have just left the restaurant, and the mimes hold open the door for the group of you, and you see the library ahead once again. You can see the old librarian lady, and she's just like stamping books over and over, like she's in an Indiana Jones movie. And yeah, you guys step inside again. You don't see Wilkes immediately, it's worth noting.
Right, I bet we better go hand these in, right?
Right.
At least they didn't want any blood this time.
Well, I had to give a little for us to see her.
Yes, but on the way back.
Oh no! That was very good. I gotta keep track of how much blood I'm giving. Actually, one down.
You probably should.
Yeah.
3 strikes and you're out.
Right. Okay. Let's head up. Okay. And then he'll head on over to the old lady. I go.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
She looks up from her glasses as though she's seeing you for the first time. Yes. Yes.
Right. We just got this signed so we could have the library cards.
Oh, good. Let me take those. I see my friend helped you out, yes?
Yes, she was very helpful.
No doubt in exchange for a little trip. Well, here are the cards, and she hands them out to you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
Did you see where Professor Wilkes went?
In the library, I believe he was looking for a tome of some such.
Of course.
Down there, perhaps. You might want to cast a wide net.
What?
I guess I think she doesn't know where he is.
Good.
All right, well, I'll take this one. You go each every way, and if we find him, after a few minutes,
should we
just head back?
Should we not use a buddy system of sorts?
I mean, it's a library. I suppose if you want, Elsie, we could use a buddy system.
I just think that sounds a bit safer with things that suck your blood. Running about. Who knows what else is here?
Virginia looks between Reggie and Elsie and then glances to Law and raises her eyebrows like,
Right, so who's partnering up with who?
Hang
Law
on.
does a barely concealed smirk.
Yeah, Hank, what's up?
I speak to the librarian. What are the punishments for maybe if we bend the rules a little bit and we made a bit too much noise? What exactly are the...
Well, you mustn't make too much noise. He'll have to be removed from the library.
Now, what exactly do you mean by removed?
Taken out of here. Removed by the staff.
Even if I coughed like this and I do a loud cough, would that
She
be
sort of
acceptable?
she winces and clearly looks really upset. Oh, that horrible noise! Please.
Okay, so nothing like that. Okay, just what if I was to yell like "Will" and I yell "Wilkes" at the top of my voice? Would that be too much?
I step away from him.
Yeah, back up too.
She puts her hands over her ears and says, "Please, respect the rules."
Oh, okay. I apologize. I was just making sure I was clear. No rule breaking here. At least I know now. Thank you, miss. I appreciate it.
So off in the distance, Wilkes, you do hear an echo of someone calling your name. You're pretty sure it's Hank.
Oh, what does he want?
Probably nothing. Let's find the safe, shall we?
Yes, let's find the safe.
All right, it's just up here. And you turn a corner and you come to a dead end. And at the end of the wall, there is a ornate, old-looking safe set into the wall.
Oh,
There it is.
Yes. That isn't commonly where books are kept. Usually there's a book locker or a...
Well, this one is particularly dangerous and special. I wanted to make sure that it was kept safe so that only I could find it, but you've got me. So, if you just want to start finding those bodies and get me out of here, and I'll let you into the safe.
Yes, about the bodies though. You see, yes. I'm assuming I'm just been tripping over corpses the entire way through. I'm not like crawling over a mountain of flesh to get here. Right? There aren't actually any bodies around. Right?
There are no bodies in the library at this point that you've seen.
It's not like the thing.
That's very telling.
That you've seen you.
It's not like Detroit becomes human and crawling over a wall of corpses. Like, what bodies are you talking about, sir? I haven't seen a body anywhere. Arms falling in my face and stuff.
Yeah, no, you haven't seen one yet.
Right.
I sure am worried about Professor Wilkes. The last time he got a book, he went all crazy. Now there's loads of books.
Yeah, about that. Okay, so yes, and you're sure the that book particularly, the Penoptic manuscripts, is in the safe.
Absolutely, yes. It's one of my personal favorites. That's why I kept it safe in the safe.
Oh, of course. In the Penoptic manuscript, what was your favorite section?
My favorite section? That's so hard to choose. So hard to choose my favorite section of that book.
Oh no, yeah, I understand. There were some superb individual excerpts. I was just wondering, did you particularly enjoy the part where it discussed the raising of the Herebus?
There's a long pause for a second. I don't believe that was in that script. Perhaps you're thinking of another.
No, it's right after the part about the Glyphian tales.
I can't recall. It's been so long that I've been in here. Perhaps I can brush up soon once you get me out, though.
Well, what about the postscript? Did you find that enlightening? Do you remember anything about this book that is apparently your favorite?
Fine, so it's not in there. I lied. You got me, you big geek.
I can't believe I'm nerd-shamed by a fucking demon in a book. What the bullshit is this?
You're happy.
I mean, not happy per se, somewhat concerned and perturbed. Now that we've established you don't actually know where the book I'm after is, do you have any further leverage you wish to apply?
Well, what is it that you want, aside from the book? I've been in here for a while, I know what's going on here.
Okay, so you know where the book is?
Yes, I know where the book is. It's not in the safe, it's in the P section.
In the P section, along the lines of the Dewey Decimal System?
No, it's all strange. You just have to think of P's really hard and...
So actualized personification, yes?
Essentially, yes.
Right, so given that I know how to do that, now, and I do not wish to be rude, because of course you are a ghastly eldritch thing, but given that I am aware of how to actually do that, is there anything I actually require you for?
It depends what you require.
Yes, no, I understand. Given the idea that I require the book, and I actually know how to find it, and you've confirmed that.
Well, if you want to read it yourself, then fine. But if you want a researcher, an understudy, if you will, someone to do some reading while you're out and about, then you suppose you need me.
Right.
Listen, I'll come clean. Okay, I'll come clean. Here's the deal. I'm not an ancient demonic being. I'm actually just a scholar like you.
Right, but you claim to be the taker of faces, which is a very peculiar claim to make if you were not in... Because nobody would claim to be that who was not that, because that would automatically apply anybody who you told that to a degree of guard, yes? It's a little like claiming to be a murderer when you are not one.
And thank you so much to Resident Billy, donates £50. Introduce a talking duster as the talking book's upset girlfriend who's mad at him for ignoring her for the last 50 years. Okay, don't worry, we've got this. Listen, here's the deal, okay? I came here some time ago to Carcosa with my girlfriend, and things didn't exactly turn out the right way. We were both cultists, interested in...
For which cult?
Are you familiar with Glumthorn Isle, the Citrine Court? He who must not be named?
You'd be surprised by the degree with which I am.
Well, anyway, we came to the festival a couple of 100 years ago, thought it would all, be great and all, and well, it turns out we got bound here by Carcosa, too many trips to see each other, and long story short, she's now trapped in a... It's embarrassing, honestly.
You do know you are a book, right?
Well, I'm a book and she's a leather duster. That's...
Your girlfriend is a leather duster. And you're a book.
I've hit rock bottom.
I think so, yes. That's without question.
This is what it feels like.
Yes. It doesn't look comfortable.
It's incredibly leather bound.
Yes. Now. Actually, there are clubs in London you can attend which are quite similar to that. But
so I read. But here's the thing. Inside that safe is the key to my salvation.
Right. Now, when you say your salvation, because we've danced an awful lot around the Garden of Lies that you have thus far described. When you say your salvation, could you be very precise?
Yes.
Bearing in mind the complete lack of leverage you have at this time.
Quite. Fully understood. It is a ring, an engagement ring, in fact, which has...
For your girlfriend, the Duster?
It's cursed, yes. Ever since I, betrayed her, and this place cursed us, and, how
So you betrayed her?
Well...
I do have to tell you, now, I do not wish to appear indelicate when I say this. You're giving me very few reasons to assist you.
Oh, okay. Maybe you've heard of the woman that haunts the theater. Who was...
Have I?
who was spurned. This does ring a little bell. Eric Carlisle was trying to see a woman. That's why he had the flowers, and the party did tell you about that little interaction. That he was looking for someone who had answers. There's this haunted, cursed ghost woman. Right, right.
That actually does ring a peculiar bell.
Right. You see, I'm telling you the truth.
No. I do believe you, and don't get me wrong. Now, I do want to help you, but I have to tell you, the offer of a research assistant is not going to do it. Do you have any further inducement that might prevent me, for example, and I'm just thinking out loud, for example, putting you back on the shelf and just actualizing the P section and just heading over there?
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do
that. No, I don't want to. I want you to give me some reason not to.
Yes. So, here it is. The cursed woman, the haunted one that's been spurned. I was the one that betrayed her. Why she's upset. You see, there are two women. One is the leather duster.
Of course, the leather duster lady. Yes.
I had a passionate affair with haunted, cursed ghost lady.
So
she's very mad at me.
The leather duster lady with the lady with the ghost lady with the flowers.
And then when she found out about my other girlfriend, she cursed us with the engagement ring, and now we're both trapped.
Oh, I understand. So the lady with the flowers,
yes,
was the one who originally applied the curse to you and your leather duster / love of your life.
And if you're looking
whom
for
you betrayed.
Over, yes. If you're looking for leverage over her, then I'm.
So you have leverage over the ghost lady?
No, not as such. When I
over
think
the
about
duster lady?
Yes. Maybe.
What leverage do you have over the lady who is already a duster? I feel like if you're rock bottom, she's somewhere below that. Yes.
Somewhere in the bedrock. Yes.
Yes. Some sort of strata of limestone, perhaps.
Yeah, quite. Well, I mean, I'm a very good research assistant. I could read all the books for you, and you don't have to read them.
Don't get me wrong. I do like research assistant. I like that you're sticking with that. I must reiterate, though, I am actually a professor. So your alpha
this place is no doubt driving you insane. Yes, crazy.
Whereas you yourself have retained your sanity despite being here far longer than I.
Well, think of it this way. You've got something to lose. I have already lost a good part of my mind.
So what you're offering me is an unhinged research assistant.
Quite. And with the sanity to lose, huh? Why tax yourself when you could tax me?
That actually might be quite useful. Yes, okay.
In exchange, all I need is one body to cast the spell to get me out of here, and...
Right, now to clarify that, I feel certain that you've been hedging around the suggestion that you're actually going to transpose yourself from the book into the body, yes?
That you've got me there, yes. I do plan on doing that.
Right. So the person in question would have to be somebody we particularly didn't like who casts this spell.
Well, I mean, anyone that you kill and cast a spell on, I can find my way into their body. Pretty much.
Right. Well, tell you what. I'll get the Panacotic manuscript, which is what I initially came in for. Okay. And I'll bring you with, and maybe in the future we can work out some sort of arrangement regarding
spells that would also be useful.
That does sound ever so useful. Yes. Well, come right along there, and I'll go and you can come with me. And yes, perhaps we can work out some arrangement.
Good idea. Put me in the back pocket for now. By the way, my name's Harold Windsor.
Harold Windsor. Charmed, I'm sure. Sebastian Wilkes.
A pleasure to start doing business. I'll shut up now and let you get on with it. Just give me a knock on the old binding if you need me.
Yes, I certainly will. Thank you.
Okay, so while the rest of you are searching for Wilkes, you guys can roll me a spot hidden check.
Do we know what groups we went in?
Good question. Do we go in groups of twos? Anyone on their own? Because there's 5 of
Virginia
you.
would have gone with law.
Virginia and
Hank will be
Law.
the big brave one that goes on his own.
Okay.
All right.
Brave/idiot.
So it's Reggie and Elsie. Great.
I fail.
Alright, spot hidden. I got an
25.
extreme success with a 13.
Nice.
I got
I have
a
a
25.
I got an 8. It
Yeah.
seems very good.
I feel like there's going to be 4 of you who are all going to suddenly see me at once and it'll be like,
Boom.
Oh, there it is.
Nice. So, yeah, the two groups, and then Hank on his own, but the two groups of you, everyone except from Hank, you guys each turn corners and find Sebastian talking to a book, pretty much. And he's at a dead end, and there's a safe there. You guys
I
come
can
at it from
ask-
angles, but...
Mine is a success, Will.
Oh, it's safe.
Oh, yours is a success? Then you're there
I
as well,
got
Hank. Yeah. So the group of you sort of don't go too far, don't wander too far from one another, and then just like call out when you've turned a corner and see Sebastian, and there he is, book in hand. Looks like he's just been doing something. I don't know.
Wilksy, who are you talking to?
the book.
You talking to a book? Well, let's
Yes.
I told you we can't trust them with books.
No. It's no. You don't understand. This is okay. Well, it's not precisely okay. Well, no. You're right. It's quite bad. But anyway, this book has a trapped previous cultist from Glumthorne. Now, I know how this sounds, but I will remind you all, a lot of you have had your blood sucked by mimes.
Right. No. I'm open-minded after all that. Keep going.
This book appears to contain, he's ghastly, honestly, a cultist who got trapped here from Glumthorne. Apparently his girlfriend is a duster somewhere about. Anyway, didn't you mention a ghostly lady with flowers?
I used to know a man who talked a lot like this, but it was a symptom of the syphilis. Do you have the syphilis?
I think it's almost impossible for that to be the case, sadly. But nonetheless, yes, anyway, I don't actually need you to believe me so much. Hello, Mr. Awful Bookfellow.
Yes, hello everyone. Harry Windsor. Two friends trapped in this book. Long story short, just need a body to transpose my being into. So if we could find one of those, that would be great.
And what are we getting out of this? I mean, what's the deal here?
I know many spells, and I'm a historical researcher of sorts. I've been in Carcosa for some time, so very helpful in all manner of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily, it seems that really the only thing he's actually offering is knowledge of your... You talked about a ghostly lady that... Possibly there was somebody with a ghost with flowers or something?
Yes,
Isn't that the Carlisle thing?
Yes, that's what Eric Carlisle has said he was looking for.
So, do you know anything about getting to a lighthouse? Because that's where we need to go, right? That's where she asked us to go, right? To find the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Who asked
Seems
they
to
go
me
and find a lighthouse? What lighthouse?
Person who signed our library cards.
Yeah.
Mr. Talia Newman.
She was very polite. She missed out on a very nice
She was
dress.
actually really lovely, wasn't she? She was all right.
But
Yeah.
hang on one sec. You're not expecting this to believe. I've seen this shit 3 times before. Hank's gonna start like moving. Parts
Wait,
of
you
the book.
saw a talking book?
No, I'm gonna.
I've
Start
never
looking
seen a
behind
talking book
books
before.
for someone
Be
hiding.
our
I think
guest,
there's someone
be our
tricking him.
guest.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
our service to the test. If that napkin dances through, I'm gonna be fucked off.
are you
Hank, you like pull a book back and you see there's a mime right behind it waving at you.
What?
Look what you've done. You've summoned one of them.
No, and I slide the book back.
It like disappears down beneath the bookcase, like ducks.
I've seen a lot of shit, but I'm not about to be. You're kidding me? A talking book? What the?
Can you not hear the book talking? Because
I mean,
don't get me wrong, I understand you might be skeptical, but to clarify again,
Is it the strangest thing you've ever seen? Probably
you
not.
see,
I mean, a
It's
talking
never
book
a
is
dull
probably
moment, is it?
normal.
So all I need, again, just one body sacrifice, and I'll transpose myself into
So,
them and
Wilksy,
help you all out.
there's something I'm... Sorry, go ahead, Virginia, go ahead.
I'm not super comfortable with this whole talking book situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of
You
weird,
know-
Wilksy.
no,
Yeah, well,
I
I mean-
Okay, with the blood-sucking leech face, whatever they are.
I fully agree with you. It's not, entirely as you would
No,
expect to
no,
find
no.
on the streets of New
I
York or
understand.
London.
You see, I've had a book talking to me before, and it didn't end well.
You've had a book talking. This is like, hang on.
It's all
Well,
clicking and making sense.
In Carcosa, you've had a book talking to you?
No, I've never been here before.
Right,
If you'd
right,
have
right.
asked me where I would have said Italy.
Right. This feels like a conversation we probably could have had before. You're right.
Hmm.
About this talking book that you spoke to you?
Sure. It was one of the books that my husband brought home. You remember I told you about the books? I said he doesn't read, but he brings home the expensive books.
Sure, of course. Do you remember the name of the book?
What that was the thing is I couldn't read it. Everything was like backwards or something.
Right. Any recollection at all about the book?
I pulled it off the shelf and I flicked through a few pages trying to figure out what he was so obsessed with. He just kept staring at it. I thought he had naked ladies or something in there.
Right. I imagine you
Etchings,
didn't.
perhaps.
Sure.
Yes. So, about the talking book, I feel like we really need to focus on that for a second.
Right. I was finishing my glass of wine. I was reading through the book. I couldn't see any of these naked ladies. I couldn't make sense of the words. I was getting real angry, I was saying, what am I going to do with him? Keeps bringing home this garbage. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe he's going crazy. Maybe I should call the doctor. And then it started, it said something.
And
I
what
looked at
did
my
it-
wine glass and I wondered how much I'd had to drink.
Of course. Do you remember what it said?
I don't know, but it kind of sounded like what I could hear under the water, when we were going down.
It sounded like radio.
Yeah, it was kind of like a chanting or something. I closed the book real quick because that was weird, very weird. My life is very weird,
No, very, very wise choice.
But then I had the dream, and it was the book, and it was flapping at me. It was flapping its pages at me, and it says, I could do something about that husband of yours. And I said, oh yeah, what can you do about it, book? And it said, I can make it all go away. And I was like, sure you can, book, sure.
Right.
And then things happened. But I didn't kill my husband, all right?
Okay, I don't mean to break this to you, but in any number of exciting ways, you did actually kill your husband.
I wasn't even in the house.
No, I imagine not. How did your husband die again?
Oh, it was real messy.
No doubt it was.
So yeah, I think we should put the book down and not talk to it and not make any deals with the book.
I mean, one body. I mean, there are plenty of bad people here.
No, from what I understand and all the stories we've done, it seems like looking and listening to books and reading into books is a really bad idea. So I think, Wilksy, that you should put that book down and walk away.
But as a writer, books aren't all that awful.
Yeah, we'll figure this out without reading a book. I've gotten by all right.
You hit a bit
In
more
your job as an
Sure.
actor.
Just
Yes.
read your back. We'll talk later. It's fine.
Okay.
Wilksy, just leave it. Just put it back on the shelf.
Back pocket.
Okay, I'll put it back on the shelf. I'm going to use a natural crit 20 to sleight of hand this.
I'm not even going to try and fight it. Nope, let him do it.
This is what happened to you last time. Was the other book talking to you?
No. The last time. Okay, I later on when we're not so engaged.
Elsie's gonna elbow Reggie and kind of like nudge over to the safe while they're standing there.
He's going to
Later
give
on, when we're a little
really look.
When we're a little less engaged, we need to have a discussion about what actually happened with your husband, because I feel like it could edify you.
Professor Wilkes. I'm sorry. You're not my type.
No. That is something I'm quite grateful for because of the conversation vis-a-vis the book, and you don't seem to quite understand. It's not important right now,
man,
but
she's a widow. This is not a good time for that.
I don't think it's ever going to be a good time to explain what happened there.
Can me and Elsie just kind of slink away quietly towards the safe? Just kind of go, yep, okay.
I'm kind of bummed that I didn't save my nat 20s for the commando roll I'm going to have to do in a second when they try and open that fucking safe.
Don't worry, you still have a few more.
Are all of these books watching us right now?
Potentially, some might be like this fellow.
You don't
They're
seem
not very chatty, I have to say.
You don't seem very surprised by any of this, Professor Wilkes.
Well, you see, do you see the thing is, there have actually been works written about a lot of these things before, and it's just a surprise to find that they are. So, a lot of these subjects have been actually covered in a variety of writings, but they have been thought to be fanciful. You see? But the issue is that they are clearly not fanciful.
Well, clearly, either that or we have all got the syphilis. It's
Again, that would actually be a benefit if we had that instead, or if we were stuck in a nice syphilis hospital and were merely raving in delusion. That would be a considerable step up.
Careful what you wish for in a place like this.
Yes,
So, Mr. Wilkes, are you done here?
I think for now, yes. I was still looking for the Panacotic manuscripts. It is just actualized location.
Well, we know where a restaurant is.
I wasn't hungry per se. Yes, we could eat, I guess. No, the Panacotic. No, it's not a cream dessert.
Oh.
It's
What is it then?
Hopefully, it is a manuscript that may give us some insight into how to escape this situation in which we are in. I'm sorry, I missed that.
You mean like a treasure map? You know X marks the spot.
Yes! That is a very good metaphor that, despite being wrong in nearly every way, helps understanding greatly.
Okay, what does it look like? The book! You're looking for a book! What does the book look like?
Right, yes, it will be bound in leather, and it'll have the Panacotic manuscripts written on the spine or cover.
okay.
I say...
Books are always organized by author.
Yes, I actualized... Look, we're just going to have to think very hard about the letter P and the stacks.
Okay.
I want to have a look for that. I'm going to try my library use. Is that applicable here?
You mean to
Sorry?
Shit! Yes, that's roll library use.
Okay.
I would also like to roll library use. Virginia understands how it works.
Ooh, 22. Yay.
Nice. Okay, and you're looking for this book which Wilkes has described to you?
Yes. While
Okay.
thinking very hard about the letter P.
Yeah, so it's together that the group of you move through the library for some time, occasionally putting out books to check which one it is, and trying to focus as hard as possible on sort of actualizing this. And after about 30 minutes or so of wandering around the library, you find what looks to be a door to a quiet reading room. And you can just see in through the pane of glass, then there is a manuscript on a desk with a couple of chairs set out.
That's remarkably coincidental. By the way, am I right in saying that Reggie and Elsie are not with us back at the safe?
I think they're still on the safe, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
so we've found the thing you want, no?
I'll need to check, but that does seem... Okay, let's just, let's not look at the old gift horse in the mouth and go in. Is it the Panacotic manuscript?
Well, you said think about the letter P.
No, and I think is what happened. It's I just didn't honestly expect it to work.
Didn't work for me before.
Why?
I mean, Laura obviously knows what she's doing with the books. I think you owe her a thank you.
Yes,
You're right.
everybody's done very well. Good thinking.
Oh,
Now, do we
How did
speak to this one as well?
that's
Hello,
what
Mr. Book.
the etiquette.
I hope with all my heart that this one will not speak to us.
Does the book
The
reply to
manuscript
me?
doesn't. The manuscript doesn't speak.
Is it the Panacotic manuscript?
Yeah, taking a good look at it, you're pretty certain that this is the text that you're looking for. We're going to jump back to you in a second because I want to see what's happening at the safe with Elsie and Reggie. So you two have been left alone, taking a look at the safe, and the rest of the group have wandered off.
Yeah,
So,
I wanna.
what are you thinking, Elsie?
I don't know. I mean, but is there a safe in the library?
I would imagine they've got some pretty nasty books back there.
Now, when you say nasty,
Well, Virginia did say.
you think the
that-
porn collection's hidden back there?
No.
Etching.
Virginia did say, not etchings, no. Virginia did say that a book kinda killed her husband. Whether or not we believe that is one thing, but it's not the craziest thing we've heard. And then there is a book that's been talking to us, so I would imagine if this place has got something under
So you
lock
think
and
it's
key,
a vault full of talking books?
I think it's a vault full of shit that's gonna hurt or do bad.
Did someone say kill their husband?
Where the
You
bloody
look
hell
up,
did that come from?
and on top of one of the shelves, there's a leather duster.
Oh,
Can you help?
well played you.
Can you help?
Is that leather duster talking to us?
Yes. You down there. You guys. You gotta help me kill my husband. Well, he's not my husband. He was my fiance. He's a piece of shit.
Right, who is he?
All right. Yes.
He's trapped in a book. It's a long story. His name is Harold Windsor.
Oh, I think we. Well,
I think we met him in passing.
Yeah.
Yes. So here's the deal. I need to get out of this duster because we've been cursed here because he is a man whore and the worst person you'll ever meet. So I need a body. Get me out of here so that I can punish him for eternity. What do you say? And I'll give you whatever you want.
Well, we want to get out of here. Can you get us out of here?
The library, sure.
No, not the
No.
library. Carcosa.
Carcosa?
Is the festival the Theron?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then you just have to answer the riddles.
Do you know the answers?
No. What are the questions?
Well, you're fucking useless then, mate, aren't you?
What are the questions? Hey, man, I'm a leather duster. Cut me a fucking break here.
All right. What was the main thing? What was it? Who dare lives in the heart of
The first
Carcosa,
question,
is it?
yes. And who dares to live in the heart of Carcosa, and who stands in the light?
And thank you to Oxide Jordan's for a £10 donation. I know exactly what that is. Thank you. Who lives in the heart of Carcosa? I don't know. Maybe he who must not be named? Could be. Who stands in the light? I don't know what that is. But man, I've been a leather duster here for like 300 years, so what do you expect?
Well, it's true, but...
I just need your hand here. Come on.
Yeah, but you still haven't given us anything.
What do you want?
Well, like
the
you said,
answer to unknowable riddles set by he who must not be named? Who the hell are you?
Yeah, I mean... Pretty... I mean, if you've got nothing to offer us, and you pick... Where is the... Is there leather duster in reach?
Yeah, it's like up on the shelf.
Right, I grabbed the leather duster. Right, well, if you can't really help us or anything, I opened up a book and put it in there and put it back on the shelf. There you go. Right, anyway, that is safe.
Bastard.
Yes. So you think it's full of terrible, nasty things?
Well, I think it's full.
You want to get in the safe? You want to know what's in the safe?
You're a leather duster. You ain't gonna know what's in the safe.
I was alive at one point in a human body.
All right, what's in the safe?
There's a coin in the safe. And a ring.
A coin and a ring.
Coin and ring. It's an awful large safe. Coin and ring. You think
The
they could have got
ring
the safe
is
deposit box?
cursed.
Okay.
And
avoid
the
ring.
coin, well, that has powers.
Right, you're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Great powers. Powers to protect you from things in places like this. Like a shield, but it's for your mind.
Right. Okay. Okay. Does it cost anything to kind of, like, do we have? Is this like a sacrifice kind of thing that you got to lose a part of yourself to do it, or what? Or...
No. You just have to open the safe and have the
Brilliant.
coin.
All right, Elsie, get cracking.
Oh, you're not obviously going to get the safe open though, unless, you let me out.
Is that so?
How is that?
Yeah, go on.
I've
Elsie,
opened
crack
a
it.
lot of safes.
Yeah, give it a go.
Actually, I've studied safe cracking.
It's not really that kind of safe. But go ahead. I bet you're really good at it. I bet you'll do it first time. You're so smart.
Go on, Elsie. Show this leather duster a thing or two.
I'll go over and look at this safe.
Yeah. You, roll me a lookpick.
I don't like that cackling, but oh my goodness. That is a...
Oh no.
You roll really low away.
At that very second.
I'm calling a 12.
Yes, a 12, which is an extreme success for me.
Wait, did I fucking guess it?
It's
Bullshit.
12.
Is it really a 12?
No,
Is it 12?
It's a 12.
Oh my
What
god,
the
are you magic?
What
I'm a panda. Real quick.
The 1 in 100 random chance of Gareth.
Quickly, Gareth, give me six numbers between 1 and 60. Go.
But on the lottery, man. You got it, yeah. Fuck. Okay. So...
Isn't that always the way, though? When you get really lucky, it's on something bullshit. And like
Yeah.
nothing of any value that you could use in your life. And you're like,
Yeah,
wow,
it
I
could've
can
been
win the
like-
I've used it up.
It could
Right.
have been
Yeah,
looks or personality or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's-
Like stabbing old women.
That's not...
Yeah.
It's all right. I managed to guess what you would roll in a completely and utterly non-relevant game that we were playing. Oh yeah, how did you do on that? No, I lost. What about no, I lost?
Yeah.
So, Elsie, you hear a little click, but nothing happens. Oh wow, you got it! Wow, look at that open. Oh, all the secrets of the universe, just so easy for you.
Oh, Duster is my total favourite character that you've ever
Yeah.
created.
Yeah. Can this be art,
Reggie.
please?
It should be open. It clicked.
I hear the click. It should be open.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I heard the click. It should be open.
You know what?
Here's
God.
the pillow.
I open the book. I take out the duster. You know what would be really great? I'm going to reunite you with your husband, and then I'm going to stick you in a box with him, so you two can spend eternity together.
Do it.
As a book and a fucking leather duster. That's what I'm going to do, right?
Fucking do it.
I will. Right, where have they gone? Right, where did he put? Right, where did he put that book? And I'm going to search for the book
I know he
on the
put it
shelf.
back somewhere.
Where he put it back. Where he put it back.
You think he put it back, but you can't find it because he's actually secreted it on his person.
I know.
Where the fuck is he put? I swear I saw him put it on the
I
back.
swear he put it. I thought it was this shelf right here.
Right, do you know where? I'm going to look. Do you know where your husband is? I mean, you saw him on
I don't
the
know.
shelf.
He's a fucking book.
All right.
We're in a library.
We'll ask Wilt.
Try and actualize it, you mortal.
Staffed by a duster.
I'm getting punked by a duster. This is a new low for me.
Elsie looks over at Reggie and says, "This is why marriage is stupid."
All the paper towels in the back are like, oh!
All the pages going, oh! Right,
the
okay.
best use of a donation ever.
Where's
Oh,
Roxy?
God.
I'm gonna reunite. I'm gonna ask where the book is so I can reunite husband and wife.
Okay, so you go off to. I mean, basically, you're trying to find Wilkes. It's where it's
Yeah.
where
We're
it's going to
thinking,
lead you. So
we're thinking about Harry Windsor. Harry Windsor as we're walking around.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about. Yeah.
Harry
Okay.
Windsor.
So back to
What's,
the rest
what's
of
your
the team.
name, Feather Duster? What's the Feather
Yeah.
Duster's name?
What's your name?
Oh yeah, the Feather Duster is pretty happy to chat to you. It says, my name, technically my last name was Windsor, but we're not going with that anymore. You can call me Elizabeth or Lizzie.
Oh, it's a nice name.
Thanks.
I can't do it. I can't cope today.
Well, Lizzie,
So,
she's single.
So
You're about to be widowed.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I can
dating
really
the
polish you off.
Okay, I'm
See?
done.
Because I'm a duster.
Yeah, I can.
Oh man, it's been
see that.
centuries since I've been trying to use that one.
Right. Okay. She's a bit old for me, Elsie. I mean, she's a bit centuries,
We don't know what she's going to look like when she comes out of that duster.
Well, I imagine whatever corpse we can find. I imagine. So you're probably not
Oh.
great.
I mean...
I'd prefer it if you killed someone pretty, but you don't have to. I'll take anything at this point.
Right. Well, we'll see about that. So
you guys
yeah,
go looking, and
let's
we'll cut
find
to the rest of the team who have just found the manuscript that they're looking for in this little side room.
Are you sure it's a good idea for you to go near? The last time you didn't seem to cope too well.
It seems to have lost your voice.
Motherfucker.
You see, he comes near one of these things, he loses ability to think, to speak.
Shut up, all of you.
Yeah, listen, we
yes.
understand. I can read this one if you want.
Please, by all means, try.
Hank will see that as a personal challenge and he'll wander over. I mean,
Hank-
it's a book, right?
What language is used?
It's a book, certainly.
English.
It looks like gobbledygook to you.
Is it still like A's and B's? Is it English alphabet? Yeah, I'll attempt to phonetically send, using my finger to trace the words.
Oh, good.
Oh no!
Roll me a sanity check.
Oh, that's a 98.
Could be worse by 2.
Oh,
Maybe 2 luck to make it a critical failure.
So you lose 4 points of sanity, Hank. Can I tell you what happens when you read this out loud and you start sort of, like you say, phonetically, speaking it?
Bing.
No, don't sound it out! I would say you must not read from the book, but...
You must not read from the book. Hank, you start speaking it, and it's very disconcerting because the room that you're in begins to bleed from the ceiling. You see drips of blood coming from the roof as you begin to read it, and it becomes more steady. Presumably at this point you stop reading.
Yeah, what the fuck is going? What the hell is this book?
You think you're going to sound it out loud? Thundering Kraken?
If it's
That's
a
what
book.
you do with books.
Don't you
I
read things
slam
when
it.
you read?
Can I slam it closed? Like, I don't want this thing open. What the hell is this thing? This isn't.
Yeah. You know how
Okay.
the mimes always want some blood? Why don't we just offer them a little bit of what's dripping off the ceiling, which, by the way, is intensely weird, and I don't think you should read any more of that book, Hank.
Okay, I feel like... how much do all of you know about cognitive personification of elements? Do any of those words track?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I get that. Yeah, but go on.
If you think it, it becomes real. Yes?
I wasn't thinking about bleeding ceilings.
No. Yes, you went down the shortcut by virtue of sounding out the words. You didn't know how to read them. Unfortunately, if you had known the language, you might have known what you were invoking.
And what was that?
Oh, in this particular case, it seems like blood from the ceiling.
Mr. Wilkes, do you think maybe we are learning a lesson from all of this? That maybe beating around the bush and giving us vague ideas about what you're talking about is maybe not the way to go.
Okay, everybody just sit down for a couple of moments. I'll try and explain everything I know about Carcosa in a bite-sized fashion.
And at this point, Reggie and Elsie walk in through the door.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you're muted, Tom.
It's story time, come on in.
Right, where's that book, Wilksy? I tried to find it on the thing. I found the book's wife.
Where is he?
They want to be reunited.
Where is he?
Yes, this is Lizzie.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey.
I tried looking
She
it on the
wants to
shelf, but
murder
I
him.
couldn't
Hello?
see it.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
find it on the shelf.
I wave at the duster. Like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Hello?
Did I do that too?
The book is... No, I don't think. The book is here. At this point, I'm just going to toss the book to Reggie.
Right.
By all
okay.
means, enjoy.
Is there a box nearby?
Sure.
Right, you two. I think you got a few centuries of chatting each other, don't you? I'm gonna put them both in the box. Put it.
You hear like screams and shouts and then become
Yeah.
muffled by
Put
the
them in the
box.
box, and then put the box, hide the box somewhere, like out of sight,
Mhm.
and then come back and sit down. Right, that's that sorted. Right, sorry, Wilksy, you were about to tell us stuff.
Yes, so it has been pointed out to me that perhaps...
Why is there blood raining from the ceiling?
Oh, that was Hank.
Oh shit! I
Hackle
just noticed
shyly
that.
put his hand up.
Is that useful? I actually think it was quite a good idea. To use the blood.
Okay,
No?
I'll tell you everything I know theoretically about Carcosa. I've not read much about Carcosa because there isn't much written about Carcosa. All of this is... You understand the idea of the many worlds theory, quantum mechanics, all of that sort of thing, yes?
Hmm.
Anybody educated definitely would.
Mm-hmm. Elsie would.
Yeah.
She's been to college.
Okay, there are lots of worlds and they're all sort of next to each other, yes?
Mm.
Yes.
Carcosa is theorized and now actualized to be one of them.
Well, surely that's the point of it, that anything is possible.
Yes, exactly, yes. And obviously this was...
So theoretically, there's a version of this where you actually use your words.
Okay, yes. Actualized personification through cognitive control is the key element to Carcosa. Which is to say, as I'm sure we've all realized by now, thinking about a thing and focusing on it makes it occur, yes?
Okay. Right.
Now,
Except when you want to go through a door and then it doesn't work.
Yes, if you are trying to go into a certain place and so forth, you would consider the place and hopefully you would find said place. Unfortunately, there seems to be some other random element to do with these ghastly mimes, but they might only be there if you haven't comprehended cognitive personification at the time.
Oh.
Right.
Now, the raining blood, yes, that's still trickling. Certain words, certain scripts collapse the waveform, as it were. Yes? And so they produce a kind of tributary or conduit to the thing that you might actualize by complex thought structures, and they make it happen. Yes, all of this is totally theoretical until
not anymore. Not anymore.
No, quite. Yes, that is the sum total of what I know concerning the operation of this place. To clarify the blood issue, this is the Panacotic manuscript, by the way, which is very good. You should not read it out loud.
Right, okay, so Wilkesy, you know how to read this stuff, right? And you said this could potentially help us get us out, yeah?
And it's good.
That is so this book is commonly twinned with the Necronomicon. Anybody familiar?
What the hell that is. No, I haven't got a bloody clue what that is.
No.
It's another.
Before.
You what?
The big black book, right?
Yes. There are 6 extant copies in the world. Where did you see it? It was in Arkham or Paris or?
Upstate New York. When I went to visit my lawyer Nick, and he was going through my husband's books. Right there in the box on the top.
That's good. Yes, that one.
I asked him. I said, "It's a comic book for naked people," and he said, "No." And I said, "Yeah, no, it's the other one."
Right.
Anyway,
She's like peeling an onion, isn't she? She's just like, it's just layer after layer of surprises.
Yeah, it's a particularly ghastly onion filled with evil.
Right. It's kind of like Peter Pan, right? You think happy thoughts and you wish for what you want, and it happens.
Yes. Again,
Brilliant.
that is precise and incorrect in almost every way. But yes, that will help. Think of it like Peter Pan.
Okay, so, I mean, so far, Doc, you've explained what it is. How is that going to help us? How do we use it?
In terms of the book, there seems to be. You said there was a riddle of some description. Have I actually even heard of what you said about what this riddle was?
We all heard the riddle.
Totally new. Yeah, you've heard the riddle, which was said to you by Legesta when you arrived in Carcosa.
Oh, yeah, that cunt. I remember, yeah.
Yeah. But you haven't heard of that before this moment, yeah. That's not something that you're...
So, there was a riddle of some sort?
Yes.
And we have... What was that?
Who dares to live in the heart of Carcosa, and who stands in the light?
Right. Do I know who dares to live in the heart of Carcosa?
No.
No. Okay, cool.
We may have a lead on the lights or something relating to it.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's excellent. Well, there's that way potentially out, and possibly this book may shed some light on if we just wish to leave without answering the riddle. Another example of collapsing the waveform, yes?
Oh, I see.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, is that bad? Is that good? I mean...
He read like half a sentence and the ceiling started to bleed.
Yes, the difference, of course, is that I won't be reading it out loud and...
Yes, but didn't you just say something becomes real, and if you're reading, then you're thinking.
It's more about the consonant substructure. It's not important. Well, don't make the noises.
This is what you gotta do, my friend.
The cognitive personification, is there a cost for that?
Almost certainly. It will eat at your mind like bugs.
Huh.
Right. Okay.
I was going to
Dreadful.
wish for a cigarette, but maybe not.
So, a little bit of admission, Will. There's no way that Hank would, as soon as it was said, like, anything you think becomes real, Hank would be like, I don't really understand that. And then he would think of the worst thing possible and try to stop
I
himself.
knew that was coming.
Yeah, there's no. So, like, probably he'd
Not
be like, it'd be really bad if there was a fire in here.
Or something
Yeah.
No, it's just like,
Suddenly the
How
room is
quickly
full of snakes.
you know, like how quickly a fire would take off. That like, and Hank would be trying his best to suppress it, but as soon as that was there, it would be like eating away at his.
It's like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, have you seen that snake spider thing that someone made? If you're scared of either of those things, don't look it up. But it's
A
pretty horrific.
Snyder? A spake?
They both sound awful.
Danger noodle plus... What do they call spiders? Yeah.
There is, at this point, a knock on the door.
You
You can see through a pane of glass.
Okay, who is it?
It's a woman. You can look through the glass. You can see pretty immediately that it's Italia, the woman from the restaurant.
Oh,
Wilkes wouldn't recognize her.
hello.
Hello.
Come in.
Hey. Well, I assumed you'd have your library card sorted by now, so time to go. Oh, you found the manuscript.
Yes,
Apparently
you are?
so. Apparently it is a good thing, but also... And I point at the blood dripping from the ceiling.
Hmm. You must be Professor Wilkes.
Miss Newman?
Yes. I just struck up a deal with your companions.
A deal? In this place?
Well,
Yes.
unfortunately, you didn't really explain much. So that was the only way we were going to get the library cards.
You brought us a talking book.
No, yes, fair point. So tell me about this deal.
Well, I'm looking to get to the lighthouse, answer that puddle a riddle, and well, I need someone to take me there because passage isn't free in Carcosa. So I know where to go.
How-
You have the way of getting me there.
How much is it going to take to get there, in terms of payment?
You said one payment, right? And you
One
ran
there,
out.
one back.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
have
we
a
agreed.
question. The blood, can we use that instead of our own?
It has to be given from your own flesh.
Oh. No shortcuts in this place, are there? And yet...
Actually, you'd be surprised by how many there are.
And it's the actual blood they take, not... Is it part of the soul or something deep like that?
Do you really want to know?
Well, I want to know what I'm giving before I give it. Some things you can't get back.
Maybe read the manuscript some more. I don't know. But listen, I don't really have a lot of time, so do you mind if we get going?
Seems fine by me.
Hang on. I'm going to kick the box a little bit. Everything all right in there?
Hank's going to take the box.
Screaming and shouting, "You fucking brother!"
Yeah, Hank's going to carry the box with him. I'm going to pick it up and take
Seriously,
it with us.
seriously, Hank, you're going to want that with you?
I'm not sure we actually require the box in some manner.
Box
I mean-
might come in helpful later. Who knows?
If anything, it's just useful soundproofing. It sounds like they're
That's
getting quite
true.
heads up.
They seem to know a few things, and I mean, we could always see if the mime will take one of these as payment.
And also, if they don't like each other, maybe eventually they'll decide that they would rather do things for us than be in a box together. Torture is interesting.
Oh, yeah?
All right, well, you're the one who's got to carry it.
Hank nods. I can do that. Miss Newman, do you know the way? It's easy to get lost around here.
Follow me. Take the manuscript if you want.
Oh, I'm definitely taking the manuscript. 100% taking the manuscript.
Good. So, she leads you out of the room as you pick up the manuscript and stuff it into a pocket or hold on to it. So that you've got a bag, ever-increasing amount of books that Wilkes has on his person.
I got one of those little library carts that I'm just rolling around in front of me everywhere I go at this point. I'm just like, one of these and one of those. You know the old lady things? The old lady.
Yeah. Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from, Wilkes?
Oh, I just thought about a particularly old lady hand carriage mechanic, and lo and behold, no, I've got a bag or something, all right?
I'm just watching him go up and down doing that, kind of with a strange smile on my face, just like, oh, look, he looks happy. Like, almost ready to, like, slap his hand and go, no, you've had enough? But like when you take a kid around a supermarket, like, no more sweets.
Right.
But Ma!
So the group of you follow Atalia until she gets to a set of doors where there are two mimes. And she looks at the both of them and says, take us to the lighthouse. One of my friends here will pay the passage. And one of the mimes extends a hand.
I
Can I
anti-volunteer myself by stepping backwards.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Law's kind of example because I've already done it.
Yeah.
So I'm back.
I'm not even looking at them, I'm reading the manuscript. I've been shuffling along behind whoever's feet I can see over the manuscript.
Can I offer the book? There's a person in here. His name's Harry or something. He'll do, right?
The mime.
Harry, tell them, and I'll kind of tap the book.
He'll open a book, and all you hear is shouting the couple fight which is happening between the two of them.
But
you said 300 years.
Look.
The mime shakes his head, puts hands on hips, extends a hand again.
I glare at them and do the same. That's the only way I'm holding my tongue right now.
I don't like a lot. I really don't want to do this.
No one really.
Nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
One of us
I don't
has
wanna
to,
do it.
Hank.
No, didn't want to do it. It's not that bad. Just a little prick.
Mr. Wilkes, have you ever played rock, paper, scissors before?
Oh my god, just someone man up and just step forward and do it.
Just go speak to that quiet fella over there.
I take it you're assuming I don't know what the mime wants with this incredibly facile trick.
Oh my God,
this is the guy who knows.
I don't want to do... Mr.
Well,
Wilkes.
okay, I'll just hold out my hand.
Sorry, Hank.
I just realised I'm not holding out anywhere near the actual camera, and it just looks like I'm like, alright!
Yeah. Sorry to say, Hank, but at this present moment, Wilkesie's got more balls than you do. Just pointing it out there, mate.
Nobody's really surprised about this.
We are all very surprised by this.
Everybody is like dumbfounded at this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my balls must have shrunk when I was diving into the water to save Miss Turner, and you turned
That's a
tail
good
and
point,
run.
actually. Is it just me, or has he got a lot more competence since we got here?
So Wilkes, you're extending the hand to the
I'm extending the hand.
Yeah. As before, this sort of prehensile set of tongues jump out and suck the blood from your hand.
Can I make sure I
lose-
look away this time? Because I know it affected me last time. So
Yeah, you
before it
lose
happens-
1 hit point from this experience as you just feel drained afterwards. And once again, these mimes become bloated and pleased with themselves, engorged on the blood. They open up the doors for you and Atalia, and before you there is a beach. It's a beach of long sand and fairly calm waters. Overhead, the sky is a storm, and it certainly reminds you of Glumthorn Isle. Although you can tell that it isn't Glumthorn Isle, but it certainly gives you that whole kind of similar sense of being by the seaside again.
Is anybody getting a strange sense of deja vu?
Mildly, yes.
I love going by the sea. It was lovely.
Oh, yes, it was very nice the last time.
Well, I mean, more like seaside, beach and everything, like a proper beach.
Do
I prefer the
not think
mountains.
about an ice cream.
Okay, I'll keep my mind clear.
This is the time that they decide to test my fire alarm system in my apartment. Apparently, it's right during the stream. Appreciate that.
So, it's Talia. So we're here.
She steps out and she's through and onto the beach. Are you guys following her?
I'm following whoever's walking, who's in front of me.
Okay.
Can I roll a luck check to look for a big old piece of wood, a hunk of?
If I don't find, why don't you just actualize a baseball bat? I told you how to do it. I've told you how to do it so many times now.
He doesn't understand. It's Hank.
And there's the cost.
You start and Hank just zones out and hears like.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking as Wilk. In reality, outside of meta, how many times have I explained?
Yeah, I know, but Hank doesn't listen. I found that luck check, so I got an 88 if you want to do something bad with it. But.
There's there's like some seaweed lying around, but nothing which is really like a hunk of wood. You sort of absentmindedly cast your gaze around, and there's nothing there as such. You're too focused on trying not to think about the terrible things that might happen in a place like this. But yeah,
It's gonna be like
weirdly
Dungeons and
enough, when
Dragons,
you look
we're going to
back,
be seeing the fucking door, aren't we? We're going to be right before the door to get back into the real world, and then he's going to think of like Tiamat, who's going to come in and sit on us.
So you step through the doors, and weirdly, when you look back, the mimes are still on the other side, and there are two doors, a set of doors which are just standing on the beach, as though they lead to nowhere. They look more like a piece of modern art than anything else at this point, and you're on this empty, long beach. In the distance, you can see a lighthouse. And the lighthouse is most certainly working, and it's casting out this huge beam of light across the rocks. It's getting dark, thanks to the storm, which looks like it's coming in. And Atalia says, absent-mindedly gazing at the lighthouse, "We should get a move on." And she starts walking.
Well, I'm going to listen to her. She's been around here for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Following.
Come on. And I
There's a
motion
storm
to her.
coming, Storms make me kind of crazy.
Oh, good.
How so?
Oh, the thunder and the lightning, it aggravates my nervous condition.
Right. Note taken.
Well, maybe we can make you some sort of helmet, like blinkers for a horse.
Oh, I'll be alright if I get indoors.
Let's do that then.
Okay. Walking along the beach with Talia as it grows darker, you do see further inland, it looks like there are houses with lights on. It does look like there is some kind of civilization out there. She seems to just be heading towards the lighthouse. Well, the storm's getting pretty tough. It's raining heavily, a lot of wind howling as well. It's pretty tough going.
Can I ask, is the lighthouse rotating its light, or is the light transfixed on a certain location?
It is moving. It is moving around the bay, by the looks of things.
The bay, okay.
How far in comparison are the houses and the light? I'm guessing they're in different directions. Which ones, like?
The houses are closer than the lighthouse. It looks like, if at a guess, you'd say it's an hour walk to the lighthouse and maybe 10 minutes off to get towards the houses.
Miss Newman, should we not shelter from this weather? There's some houses here. I'm sure someone will take us in for just a brief respite.
Go if you must.
No, I think we should stay with her.
You know, the riddle is to find the person in the light, right? And that lighthouse does look like that painting that Mr. Virgil was doing.
I'm going to walk up to the rocks that the light shines on and just stand there until the light shines on me and go, there, we answered part of the riddle.
Slightly too literal, I feel.
And I'd shoot him a look that just
No.
Obviously.
You see, actually, from the houses, it looks like a group of people are walking towards you. There's about 4 of them, and they're coming towards you, walking along the beach, looking to intercept you.
What do they?
You know, we didn't get on with the locals last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Miss Newman, is this going to be a problem?
She looks on, and as they're getting closer, she says it could be trouble. You see that they're wearing the outfits of sailors. They definitely look similar to sailors that you've seen on Glumthorn before. But they look haggard and old, aged, and it looks as though there is growth on them. They look similar, in fact, I suppose, to sort of Davy Jones's crew, in that you can see all sorts of growths, sea life growths on them as they get closer. They have, starfish growing on them, and it looks like coral sort of growing on parts of them as well. And they have the leader who's coming, through the pack. Is this barnacled fellow who looks very much like a seafarer and in charge of this group, who calls out, "Who goes there?
Who goes
Professor
there?"
Wilk, maybe we should think happy thoughts about being in the lighthouse, huh?
Is that not the door right there?
We're still quite a way away from the light.
Yeah, you're still
we're
like an hour
not
away.
we're not close by. I'm not paying even the slightest attention, apparently. And I'm barely understanding anything that's going on in the campaign.
So method.
We are so far away from the lighthouse right now.
Hank,
When you call out... Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
Hank,
Ben. No.
we're travelers. We're just a little odd. We don't mean to intrude.
And you found yourself lost on my beach, have you?
Oh, this is your beach. This is your beach. We didn't know.
That's right, Missy. The name's Mayor Walscott. Pleased to meet you.
Did he say Mayor Volska?
He calls himself the mayor. And as he gets closer, you can see he's got like a gold chain of a mayor, and a pendant that looks, official. But it too is like barnacle busted away.
Lovely
Are you
to meet
any
you.
relation to the captain?
Captain?
Sure.
Oh, you can see he far outranks the captain. He is a mayor.
To clarify, is this the captain?
This is not the captain, but the name certainly rings a bell.
We met a Captain Walscott at Glumthorpe Isle a little while ago.
Really then? Must be,
Your Highness.
what? My great-grandson. Has he found his way here?
Oh, sure. I saw him in the theater just a little while ago.
So he's come to join the fold then. As have you. You're friends of his, I assume.
I wouldn't go that far.
Looks to Reggie.
Oh, yeah. Good
We
friend.
shared a few shots.
Yeah,
Some
we shared a
drinks.
drink. Yeah.
It was quite the party.
Anyway, we're actually going past this, so,
You be headed to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Is that part of your beach as well?
I'm afraid that's private property.
What was it?
Oh,
Your private
who
property?
is the owner?
It belongs to the island, and as keeper of the island, I am the one who decides who goes in and out.
Okay, how will you decide that then?
Well, you see, it's only open to those who are worthy.
Of course.
Worthy.
And what do we need to do to prove ourselves?
Prove yourselves. Well, we'll have to see whether or not you're true believers, I suppose.
Right.
You suppose you mean you're just making these tests up on the spot? There's no tradition? I thought you seafaring types were all about tradition.
Oh, there's a test. There's a test.
Well, Italia, could you do something about him, or do we have to play this thing?
She shrugs. I was not expecting this.
So we got.
I'm no fighter.
I suggest you do go along with it.
Right. Could you tell us what this test is then?
Certainly. Follow me, and I'll explain everything. You see,
I've fallen for this before. Last time I went with sailors, it did not end well.
Oh, there's so many. Like, there you go.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Reggie's mind just went straight to the gutter. Yeah,
Like a train
So did
coming
Thomas's,
towards the
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
well, to be allowed to enter, you must be one of the islanders, and to do so, you must eat the flesh of the island.
Over to you, Hank.
What exactly
wait.
do you mean, flesh of the island?
You see, the island is blessed with a special, rare kind of fish. This fish has properties which grant you great sights and visions. All you need do is eat from the flesh of the island, then you can be allowed to enter to see what's inside. See the secrets that the master has left there for you. Answer the riddle till the festival, no.
Have you eaten quite a lot of this fish?
We eat
Quite-
daily
quite
from
a-
the flesh of the island, missy.
No, I thought so. I shoot the rest of them a look like,
Its flesh is
this
quite
your-
succulent.
Is this all of you here? Is there any more of you?
There are plenty more who have come here and found safe passages on the shore of the island before.
I turn to
But-
Professor Wilk and say, you know he keeps talking about a feast. Maybe you should give him the Panna Cotta book.
I'm not even going to dignify that. I'm just going to ignore her. I might deign myself to go, and then carry on reading.
How about we
Say,
pay you a
we're welcoming
tribute?
folk here on the island. We're not looking to trick you. We're not looking to hurt you. If you wish, by all means, proceed to the tower yourselves. See how that goes. But a word of warning for you. Sometimes you need to prepare yourselves for the sights beyond. No, perhaps you've learned that in a place like this so far. I would taste the flesh if I were you.
Well, what does it taste like?
Succulent and warm.
that's not a taste.
Those are
It's more of a
sensations.
texture, if anything.
Yeah.
It's more of an
It's a,
experience.
an opinion.
Well, I'm over for Sid to walk in.
I hope you weren't looking at Sid. when you-
Talking about succulent.
Flesh.
And there goes her home visa from Canada this time.
You're not banned from Canada and England.
Yeah. You can't come back. You can't go to America. You can't stay in Canada. You can live in the sea. Possibly Ireland. Anybody's
Hashtag topical.
Yeah, right.
Reggie's going to kind of get a little closer to Professor Wilkes, and he goes, about this kind of thing. What do you think this fish does? You know, like, what do you think it does?
Should I roll anything? Am I going to have any idea
roll me
whatsoever, or is this broad theory shit?
I guess it's pretty broad fairy more than anything for you, Professor.
I mean, I don't know anything about this ritual in particular, but based upon everything that we've seen thus far, it's probably another of the waveform collapsing situation. It's likely that somebody who eats the flesh will probably gain...
You will have an experience. You will be granted the blessing of vision, if you will. That will hold some of the answers that you seek.
It's going to be a ritualistic spell-like situation, involving a hallucination and a doubtless uncomfortable sensation of mind and body. I recommend
Wait, sorry, you recommend who?
Mr. Patton. He seems the most hardy and sturdy of us.
You know,
I'm afraid
I had a neighbor bake cookies once that did what you're describing.
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Mayor? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
You'll all have to partake. It's a feast, nay, a festival.
All right. Okay.
Lovely.
Delicious
All right.
flesh.
Give us a sec. Right. Italia, are you gonna partake in this? Like, are you gonna nom away, or are you gonna risk it?
She like gulps. I suppose, yes. If it's the only way.
All right. So are we all doing this now, or are we?
We don't honestly have much of a choice. If the way he is explaining it tracks to where we've seen so far, then we'll get to the island, get to the lighthouse, and not be able to enter, or not be able to solve the riddle once there.
So what you're saying is we have to eat this, or we can't go in. Not as a rule, as a...
There probably are other ways to see what we would require to see, but we don't know what any of them are. And I'm only on page 6 so far.
Well, there is more to life than books. Maybe this gentleman knows a different way.
Like fish.
Like art.
I mean, it's just fish, right? What? How bad could fish be?
I mean, if you think it's just fish, then it's going to be fish.
You know, I've had bad fish before and it wasn't good.
Ugh.
That's the last thing we need.
If we're going to do this, we should probably... If we're going to do this, we should do it quickly and with the minimum amount possible.
Right, okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you for your hospitality. We'll engage in the feast.
You are a lot more welcoming than your ancestor.
Yeah.
Well, it's my job here to welcome all to the island.
How did you get your job?
I was here some time ago. Fell into it, as it were.
You fell into being mayor.
I started this little haven for lost sailors and newcomers to Carcosa.
Oh. Yeah, something went wrong in your family.
He stomps onwards. He leads you back towards the houses, and as you get closer, you can see that there are other people walking around here as well that look sort of similarly got these groves on them around. You spot about a dozen or so people who joined a pack with the group of you and heads towards a large building which looks like it must serve as the main gathering space in the village. You step inside and it smells rank within here. You immediately hear the buzzing of flies and the stench of rotten fish and flesh begins to overwhelm you as soon as you enter into this space. The mayor trudges onwards.
Here we go. I hope you're feeling hungry.
And at a table, you can see all of the, stinking rotten piles of fish guts laying strewn across the table like a massacre. Other sailors are already sitting, and they're not eating yet. It's as though they're waiting for you to join them. The mayor takes a seat at the head of the table.
Please take a seat. Sit. Prepare yourselves for the bounty of the ocean.
You have a lovely home. I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
Are there like stages to how fucked up they are? Is there like there's one with the odd barnacle, like a little pimple, or are they all just full on like Megan Fox's thumbs?
Yeah, they're a
Fuck
very...
you, Megan Fox. Topical burn. Boom.
Ha, beautiful woman, you've got a flaw.
There are various stages of the
Suck a
fun.
dick,
Yeah.
world's most pretty woman in 2016. Eat it, bitch.
You
What?
knew that number way too off the top of your head.
Yeah.
They're definitely different stages.
I can explain, but you'd lose respect for me. Further.
I wouldn't.
I couldn't.
We're already in the limestone.
So yeah, exactly. They definitely look like they're at varying stages of, yes, progression or regression. Yeah.
And we need to eat all of this.
Can we not just like have one bite?
Not feeling hungry?
No, not really.
We just ate before we came, is all.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you'll have to do a little better if you're to impress the master.
Sorry, Will, does the
Come.
fish look gross?
Eat.
Does it look
Oh,
good?
it's rotten, stinking eyeballs floating in amongst a mess of fish. It's not like you have a place and a fish. It's like a fish on board.
Do you mind if I, and I don't wait for a response, because there's no way the smell in this place can get worse.
Is there any booze served with it or anything like that?
Actually,
No.
Missy, we thank you for not smoking in this
Yeah.
house. We find the smell of tobacco smoke
Elsie just
has been known
Hold
to
over
ruin
a cigarette.
people's appetites of late. And we actually have a section out the back. It's an open...
You can't go 30 minutes after you eat and smoking it. We changed it all.
If you could move, there are children present. Like one tiny sailor.
I
Little
object to
cabin boy.
smoking! My young
I feel-
Nancy won't take it! I had
feel
a fever as a child!
I take two really big drags, like I'm trying to work my way up to it, and just slam my hand in and
like
smash
hold
it into
over
my
a
face.
cigarette to Belvont, be like, "Can I get a light, please?"
Yeah, hand it over and just. I don't know where you are, but there you are. There you
Yep.
are. Up in the corner.
All right.
I'm still gonna be
Okay.
like knife and fork, very gingerly, like.
The captain says, please feast on. Let this festival begin.
And immediately the sailors, they don't go with knives and forks. They're grabbing at their hands and like stuffing it down their mouths like they're ravenous and haven't eaten for months.
I've got a
I
napkin.
will hop
How does it taste?
wet out the fish. As you get a bit of it and you start putting it towards your mouth, the stench gets worse and worse, and it's that vomiting sensation that you can barely get it down, and you force it towards
Roll
your
for
your
vomiting.
mouth. Yeah, everybody roll a con. Let's roll a con here. It's going to be a hard one as well.
No. Oh no. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
mine's,
Have a gun.
mine's a normal success. Can I? How much luck have I got? I have 0 luck left. I used all my luck at one point. I have no luck. Yes, this is
I got
happening then.
17. I'm.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just fine.
I am going to use 4 luck.
Honestly, I have eaten worse than this on the Parisian front
Yeah,
any day.
could be quite palatable with some garlic butter.
Hank immediately vomits.
I did not succeed. Yeah, I did not
Okay.
do well. I also have a gut wound, so that may have something
Oh.
to do with it.
That probably doesn't help. Anyone who fails finds yourself vomiting for a long time before you can keep anything down, and you do lose 1 HP from doing this.
I don't have hardly any. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you do lose a wound. Also, if you, all of you who are eating, we're going to roll a d4 rather, and you all lose 4 points of sanity for stuffing
I
dead
can't afford to lose that.
Okay.
down your
Oh,
throats.
this ain't good.
But it's all for the best.
Hit point
I feel
0.
like-
Sanity 34. Luck 0.
I feel like as Reggie takes the first bite, he kind of hates it and gags. But as he keeps biting, he's actually starting to enjoy it because his sanity's going down, and he's kind of like,
Oh no.
Oh, actually, this is rather nice, isn't it? It's like Paul scratchings down the bar. I love
yeah.
it.
Odd tasting word. Have you
So what was
tried
it? Sorry, the-
army rations? Fuck me.
Yeah.
That stuff's all weevils, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and so as you stuff this molten flesh of rotting fish down your throats, you gag and retch, close your eyes, and as you feel yourselves vomiting, you also feel yourself losing consciousness from the sheer stench of this. So you look around, and you can see the captain and the rest of the sailors laughing and stuffing more and more food down their throats. And as you look at them, they begin to they warp. The edges of their bodies look to twist and contort, and for a moment you see glimpses of these sea creatures, crustacean-like, almost crab-like humanoids that are eating this flesh from the ocean, and your vision twists and distorts. And then you hear the ocean, and you hear the great waves crashing in all around you, and you sense something deep lurch from within you. And a moment later, you find yourselves no longer where you were, and something rather strange happening. You feel yourself escape from yourselves. You watch floating above yourselves as you watch yourself cram more of this molten, rotting flesh of these fish into your mouths, and you float an out-of-body experience, watching from above as you gorge upon this beast, and with some sense of horror watch yourself do this. And as you float higher and higher away from the village, your consciousness heads towards the sea and floats along towards a boat, a ship, in fact, within the water. The ship is coming in towards the bay of the lighthouse, about a mile off further down the beach from where your mortal bodies still lay eating upon food. And you head down towards the ship, and you can see on the ship that there are sailors going around. One of these sailors unmistakably looks like the mayor that you just saw previously, but he's much younger, and he has no crustacean-like growths upon himself. Neither do the rest of the sailors either. They look as though fresh-faced, younger, and with a determination in their eyes. You find your consciousnesses jumping down towards the bodies and finding homes. For this section, you're not going to be playing yourselves, your characters anymore. Instead, we will be playing through as some of the sailors here. So what I want you to do, as your consciousnesses drift into the bodies of these sailors, I want you to tell me your sailor's name. One of you is going to play Captain Walscott, young Captain Walscott. You can decide who that is, by the way. And as your consciousnesses sort of drift into these beings. And then I'll tell you what's going on for the group of you. But I just want a sailor name, what you guys look like a little bit as we play some NPCs. for this brief section. So, Tom, you got an idea for who you wanna jump into?
Sure. I'll play a sailor who's quite portly, who waddles as he kind of like walks and stuff. Bit balding. He's a bit older than the others. Whose name is Boot.
Boot. Okay,
Yeah.
Boot.
It's like a nickname for the crew that he got.
Okay. Charlie. Who are you?
Hi, well, my name be Petulant Peter. But you can call me Petty Pete if you like.
Petty Pete.
I am a
Alright.
gangly young man, but my arms be strong. And I got a little bit of seawater in my ear, so I'm a little loud sometimes.
Fantastic. Amelia, who will you be?
I'm Little Sam, and I am huge. I'm essentially like a brick wall, and I very rarely make words, and most of them aren't good.
Good. Who is Adam? Who will you be?
I will be Timothy Wimslow, cabin boy, and 14-year-old.
Fantastic. Lindy, who do you want to be?
Ooh. I'm going to be... I was trying to think of a really good pun name, but they're all very dirty. So I'm
Even
just
better. Even better.
So
they are.
So wherein
Okay.
lies the... I don't even understand what the problem with anything you just said was. It seemed like you were
I was
implying a
trying to
negative
think of
thought.
a more serious pun name or like a sailor pun name, but I'll be William Bates. They call him Master Bates, because he's a really good fisherman. Yes,
And
Fantastic.
He's
recently
the first
Captain
mate.
Pugwash.
Yeah. And Gareth, who are you?
Wait, do I need to
On
be
the
the
ship
captain
that
if
Chum
you pick
Guzzler.
You
everyone
don't
else?
have to be. You can be the captain if you want, or you can be someone else.
Let's go for. Let's see what chat said. I'll be Alfred Staines, who is pretty much the lowest of the low on the ship. He obviously did something wrong, and he has to clean everything, and he's the bitch of the ship.
Nice. So we have Boot, Petty Pete, Little Sam, William Bates, and Alfred Staines as the crew. Now, for you, dear crew, you have been traveling under the command of Captain Wolfscott at this point before he's the mayor of this place, and you've come seeking treasure. Because that's what you guys want. Is not just fish anymore. The captain has had a lead to take you to this island, and ahead you can see the lighthouse. In fact, he's had dreams and visions of this place that he's taking you to. And through the storm, as you're running the ship, you can see the island that he foretold, the island that he promised to take you to. And he shouts out, "Look! Out ahead there! Do you see it, lads?"
Oh, I think I see it, Captain.
Aye.
I think so.
Do you see that now, Staines? Huh? Do you believe me now, man?
I never doubted you.
He slapped you across the face.
Don't
Like,
speak
he'll knock his bucket of dirty water all over the planks that he's just cleaned.
Clean
Clean
it up.
Clean it up with your tongue.
Oh God, everybody's so angry again.
I hate this ship.
And as he slaps you and you get to cleaning, you all see the light from the lighthouse coming towards you.
Steer towards it. Fast now.
What was the light? In that not quite safe. Generally, considering on the sea, we don't want to go straight towards the light.
Straight towards the light, I said, damn it.
But why not mean we'll hit the rocks and die?
Ah! He slaps you.
Oh,
Don't be questioning the captain.
I'm
Captain
sorry,
knows
sir.
best.
That's right.
I loom over him and offer a hand. But I look it's like the most threatening help you've ever had.
Oh, thank you, I think.
Alfred will look
Twisted through
himself
the roof.
I pull you up way too hard.
Yeah, and I'm now flying gently across the ship. Oh,
Alfred
thank
will
you!
even more sadly that you've offered him a hand up and he's laid on the floor in his own filth. And like everyone's just ignoring him. Because I'm just cleaning again.
As you head towards the light source of the lighthouse,
I'll steer.
As the captain commands you to head straight towards it, the light beam falls across the ship, and you are illuminated in this white hot light, and it burns and sears your eyes so much so that you all have to scream and look away as it begins to melt. Straight towards the sun, and you hear the captain scream, as all of the rest of the crewmen as well begin to scream and forced to look away from the sheer intensity of the light. And a voice calls out from the lighthouse, "Will you serve?" And the captain, you hear a whimper coming from the captain. The light.
I think he's turning to you, Governor.
You're the captain!
And the voice commands again, "Will you serve?" "Yes, we serve! We serve!" And at this point, you feel your eyes are melting away, actual pools of dew draining from your eyes, and your skin being peeled back as though it's being subjected to a melting hot fire. And as the captain said, "We serve! We serve!" you feel a cool a ray of a washing of water, like a bucket of water being thrown on you as the intensity of the light fades away. And the captain, still crying and sort of whimpering, "Thank you! Thank you!" And again, you have that same strange sensation of floating away from those bodies that for a brief moment you were inhabiting of Boots, Petty Pete, Little Sam, Timothy Winslow, William Bates, Alfred Staines, and the pathetic little forms of their melted, gooey faces. You drift away closer towards the light, towards the lighthouse, where the voice came from. You head straight towards the top of the lighthouse, where the beam itself is coming from. And it's a white hot intensity where you can barely see anything as you're just heading into light. And when all becomes white, you find yourselves in the lighthouse. And your bodies are back there. You're back in your mortal shell. You found yourself drifting back towards it. And you're at the top of the lighthouse. And opposite you is the lighthouse keeper, presumably. It's quite clearly not human. It is.
Sorry, just to clarify, are we still the shit sailors, or are we back?
You find yourselves back in your own bodies, which seem to have been moved, or perhaps, while you weren't looking, your actual bodies have moved on their own accord while you haven't been watching them. It strikes
Hank
you
will
as
pat
a slightly...
himself down. Do I have my possessions still? Do I still have that harpoon and my box?
You have everything that you're carrying with you. It feels as though you've just walked back into your own skin. As though you were dreaming for a second and now you've woken up. But strangely enough, you've woken up in a different place to where you went to sleep. Maybe the sailors moved you. Or maybe
It's like how
you
babies
just...
must feel. Like they've taken a nap and then they wake up and they're in like Target or something and they're like,
Right. Exactly.
Hank will
Just after a
whisper.
good night on absinthe.
You stay.
Hank will whisper. Is Is anyone else awake?
What does that question even mean?
I was an old man.
Here to be present again.
You look up and around you, and you're clearly at the top of a lighthouse. You're all here. You're all sort of wet and soggy from the rain. You've all had this strange, dreamlike experience. Opposite you is, as I mentioned, the muscular lighthouse keeper who's sitting on a chair up here on an old stool. Is a humanoid figure with the head of a fish. These trout-like eyes look back at you, clearly intelligent.
Say, you don't happen to be the poison in the light, do you?
Did you just use...
I
was
laughed
that just...
so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. That's very good.
that's actually really witty. Well done.
Well, I was just saying hello. I wondered if it was the end of the riddle, you know? The person in the
Grin
light.
at Wilkes. It's like the first time we've laughed since we got here.
Yeah, this is a real bonding moment. A really smug Franco bonding moment.
Gotta appreciate it. The fish creature sort of turns its look towards you, Virginia, and blinks. As though it's surprised to see you.
Do you understand us? Can you hear me? Hank will do like a wave.
One blink for yes, two for no.
It opens its mouth and a wet, fish-like voice echoes out from the chamber of its chest. I understand. You have eaten off my flesh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're told we had to.
Yeah, was that a big no-no?
It is necessary.
Okay. Glad we didn't do it for no reason. Is Italia there?
Interestingly enough, she's not.
Bollocks. Did we see her eat?
She must have been Captain Walscott.
Right. Okay. So now what?
It doesn't seem to understand the question.
That was more to the group.
You said, are you the creature that sits within the light?
Stands. It says stands.
That is me.
What's this your name?
And your...
My name? Forgotten. Lost in the depths.
Maybe we could give you a new one.
Some call me the taker of faces.
That's interesting. Do you remember the book fella?
Yeah.
He also claimed to be the taker of faces.
Is he still with us? Have we still got the box?
I think Hank's got
Yeah,
the box, hasn't he?
Hank's got the box. Sorry, you're going to apologise to Hank now? You mean
I
this
kicked the
book,
box. Do you
and then
hear
pull out
that?
the book.
You hear that? You've been rumbled.
I admitted to not being the taker of faces ages ago. Listen, I've got a fight to get back to. Do you mind?
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I was just about to win. Come on.
If you are,
No,
would
you,
I have?
no, you won't.
Is there going to be any way that I might be able to either occult or indeed start looking through the book in a feverish manner for the actual name of the antecedent myth?
You could certainly start looking for that if you wanted. You don't know it, but...
No, I would have to look it up. Do you want me to just keep rolling occult until I get like a 0-0 or something?
We'll just You don't have to roll, but that's something that you could be looking for.
That's
It might
probably
take
what
you
I'm
a little
doing.
while.
Then. Yeah.
What
Going
is
through the
it
pages.
that you're doing here? You spoke to the ship. Those people on the beach.
All sailors are drawn to the ocean. I draw them into the depths where they belong.
And you asked them if they would serve.
Yes.
Who?
The
Serve
ocean.
who?
Sounds
They
like
are
Davy
my
Jones.
many eyes.
And Hank, that rings a little bell for you, because when you were in that boat with Virginia, there were all those eyes in the water. You get the same sort of glimmer in the eyes from this creature here.
You recognize me, don't you?
I have seen you and called you.
I wasn't part of any ritual. You took me. Me and Miss Turner, we were away. You pulled me in. You're the
took
reason I'm
the
here.
island back to where it belongs. And all those on it are supplicants.
So everybody who was alive on the island is here now.
They all find their way
Fantastic.
here eventually.
Can
Oh, well, this could be amusing.
can you get us back?
Back to your earth
Yeah.
is not the power I have. Only the master of the realm has
Do you
the key.
know? Do you know the master's name?
He must not be named.
Do you know where he is, or it is, I should say, really?
On the mainland of Carcosa. He must be drawn
Does he live
out.
in the heart of Carcosa?
No. But he does keep someone there.
Who?
Well, that is the question, isn't it?
He seems to appreciate that someone laughed at that. His little fish-like grin on that other face.
Oh, good.
Sort of
You know-
bubble-like laugh comes out from it.
You know, until we can figure out your name, I'm just going to call you Barry.
It's a good name.
It is a good name.
So, Barry, how long have you been here?
Time is not something we measure. Let us say eternity.
Why not?
And you are all supplicants to the master you have chosen to serve.
Hank is like eyes burning into this thing, and he's kind of just feeling the stem of this harpoon because he's fucking and he looks really fucking out.
Crazy!
The more he fucking talks, the more angry he looks.
Will, I'm gonna have a look around this room while they're talking. You know, like in the shadows, kind of just wander around, see if there's anything stands out, anything interesting. You know.
Okay.
Is their name placard like Barry's Lighthouse anywhere?
Totally not.
This building
Oh.
is owned by, and then just a line which has been scribbled in.
like a
Stephen
safety
Williamson the Crud.
inspection thing on the wall, you know?
Barry was here. Yeah.
The responder in the event of an emergency is Wilhelm Mott.
The taker of faces, the fish voice, says, "Only by solving the riddle can you speak with the master, and ask of him a boon."
Lovely.
Now, I'm getting mighty sick of playing games of following riddles. Tell us your name.
Have you seen the yellow sign?
Probably know that one.
You've certainly
Fairly
seen it,
intimately.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Fairly recently.
Yeah, sweat starts to pour down my brow as I'm looking at the book in the hope that nobody ever mentions the yellow sign.
One of
What
you
the
has
fuck?
seen the sign, and
There's no fucking sign in here.
Feverishly looking through the pages in the hope that nobody notices me.
Well, actually, I might, because I'm kind of like gliding around the room looking and watching, so I might see him.
Yeah, up to you. What did Reggie do?
He'd watch Wilkes. See what he
Hank
does.
Definitely looking a little suspicious. But then who doesn't?
Can Hank more obviously, like, pull this harpoon so he can see it? Can I attempt to intimidate the fish god man,
did attempt.
otherworldly thing?
You
When
leave
has that
Barry alone.
ever
We shared a
gone
moment.
Hank's
Dear
angry.
Demogorgon, I might have a metal stick.
Can I even
Bring it
attempt
on! Ruler of the first spear.
You can attempt it, but it's not a rolling matter.
Oh, okay, good, because I got that. You know.
It sort of blinks one of its fishy eyes at you for a second.
have you seen the yellow sign?
At this point, I'm trying to creep backwards out of the room.
Reggie,
I've
you'll find
noticed
Reggie
that.
standing at the door, preventing him to get out. He bumps into Reggie.
Oh, hello.
I
Now.
don't think we've seen any signs on our way around so far, right? Just the names on the doors.
Right,
Like this
Wilkes.
point, Hank's kind of yelling at. Does anyone know what the fuck this thing is talking about?
Reggie's
Come
going to
on, be
look at
polite. Manners.
Wilkes and kind of nod, kind of like, go on, say what you know.
Tears are probably pouring down my face at this point. No, I don't. I don't know a
Like,
thing.
as soon as Wilkes kind of lets out a little whimper, Hank spins to him with a harpoon, pointing. What the fuck? What do you know? What is he talking about, Wilkes?
The yellow sign marks supplicants of the master of Carcosa.
Right, okay, so it's kind of like a badge, right, of followers of this master, yeah?
It's more like a brand.
Right, okay, so where did you see it before?
In a book I once read.
Okay, what was the
I
book?
want to psychology check that.
I'm gonna fight it. How do I even do that?
it. Fight me.
You'd roll I guess a fast talk or
Fast
a
talk,
dead.
isn't it?
Oh, good. I have
Yeah.
none of those. Okay, brilliant.
I have a little psychology.
Yep. Psych check.
I did not succeed.
I did.
Yeah.
I might as well be holding up
37
a
out of
flashing
45.
sign explaining my feelings at the moment, like in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon.
While this is going on, I've got up and very firmly put my hand on the harpoon and met Hank's eyes and firmly pushed it down again away from Wilkes.
You can try.
Okay.
Hank's like Hank is fucking rigid. He is completely turgid.
He's got his hand round the shaft. He's rigid.
The robbing with muscles.
Hank has literally just met the person who said he's directly responsible for bringing him down to this place. He was away. He is so full of fucking anger. So he's just like, if you try and push it down, you'd definitely feel a fair bit of resistance.
Now is not the time.
Those who have seen the yellow sign find it easier to progress.
Who has seen the yellow sign here?
I'm looking at Professor Wilkes. With
I mean,
my
Reggie's
successful
gonna go. I'm pretty
psychology.
sure Wilkesie's seen it in a book he said.
Yes.
Sorry, what was the book?
Do I believe that it's a book?
I'm assuming with my 92 that I'm not even going to manage even the world's smallest amount of obfuscation right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be pathetic in this. Yeah. In the
Yes, Professor. Which book?
Omicron.
Yes, that Miss Turner saw?
Possibly not the same copy, obviously. That was where the book? Yes.
Yes.
Sweat. Probable tears, maybe back to mucus. The usual.
Right, Wilkesy, you need to calm down, mate. All right, we need to.
Everybody needs to calm down. I think this gentleman here has been very welcoming to us, and we come in here making a scene. Hank, you want to see which is faster, a harpoon or a bullet?
I can show you the sign.
So, Wilkesy, is that a good idea? From the way you're respirating, I don't think it is, yeah?
It should not be a problem to see it.
You know, I got a theory. Got a theory that nothing here is real. It's like a real bad dream. Like, you know, we ate the fish, and now we're here in the lighthouse, and before that we were in the theater, and there were those rooms with all the things in them, and then there were the books. You know, show us the sign. I'm down. If that gets me out of this dream.
I don't want to see that sign. Sorry, nope.
Close your eyes.
Nope, I'm gonna close
Well,
my
there's
eyes.
a shock, Reggie. You're turning away at the first sign of trouble. Ha!
What a cheeky swine. I just don't want to see a sign that's obviously made Wilkesy here. Like, I don't know what they call that.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm really not happy with this whole Wilkesy shit, but I'm not.
That's exactly why I'm doing it.
like at the moment, I'm desperately trying to cover up a small murder that might have happened. But if I was in a better frame of mind, I'd definitely be objecting to this fucking Wilkesy shit.
Yeah.
Miss Belmont, are you willing to look at this sign if Mr. Barry shows us?
Honestly, I wish we lived in a world where your theory was true. But you eat the fish, you see the sign, talk to the gentleman.
You give the blood to the boys.
Why not? What have we got to lose except everything?
That's actually accurate.
Well, I've still got things
To enter the heart of Carcosa, you must see the yellow sign.
Oh, of course you do. You gotta eat the fucking fish. You gotta see the yellow sign again.
Who's making these rules?
Yellow's a pleasant color, at least.
This is bullshit.
The master of the realm.
I'm going to have a few choice words for this master.
All right. How bad is it to see this sign? I need to know.
All will become clear once you see the sign.
No. I want to know before I see the sign.
Hank bangs down the butt of the harpoon on the floor. Show me. He's done talking.
He suddenly got really badass. I love
He's
it.
angry. He's fucking angry.
Any minute he's going to cut off a hand.
It's literally.
He'll
I really want.
chainsaw on there. He'll get a shotgun somehow, make the ammo in the fucking medieval period. No,
It's fucking Evil Dead, this.
fucking sense.
He's fighting everything in his power not just to stab this fish thing in the fucking eyes. That's what he wants to do more than anything else.
You see the fish man withdraw a knife from its very human hand, and it says, "You shall see the sign." And it begins to run the knife down the center of his stomach, spilling open blood and fish guts which ooze out. And from the wound appears to burn as well, as though the knife were molten hot, both cauterizing the wound and creating it at the same time. And it burns this unmistakable sign into its own body. And I need everybody to roll me a sanity check.
I look away.
For my
That matter? Do I have to? If I look
31.
away?
Yes.
31.
You are looking at the yellow sign.
But I'm not looking. I close my eyes.
I got 94. I'm staring right at it.
At this point, when
34.
you're at 35 sanity, I'll tell you when you're not looking at something.
Oh, I like
Actually,
this
it's
wheel.
worse than that. I'm down to 31 sanity, so it's
Oh,
gonna
well,
get
you're probably,
worse.
honestly, you're
I
probably
just
going to
failed.
remember 31 sanity as like the halcyon days soon enough.
Yeah, I failed. I failed.
I succeeded.
I succeeded.
I did
I
not.
failed hard.
Yay.
I cheated.
Okay, 2 points sanity if you failed, 1 if you succeeded.
That's not bad. Although I
bad at all.
am teetering on the edge here. Fuck me.
Now you know how Lou felt the entire campaign, starting at 45.
Yeah, but she was all right with the sanity check.
She was fine. And I'll show this on the screen here in a minute, what the yellow sign looks like, in case you haven't seen it before. While you're playing along at home, and you want to take a look at a yellow sign and get that up for you. But yes, he cuts it into its own body, and the guts of the creature spill forth, and this yellow burning brand appears for your very eyes in the creature, and you hear again its throaty chuckle. We'll throw it up on the stream now. There you go. That's what the yellow sign looks a little bit like. It cuts these squiggles into itself. So,
Like, would I recognise this? I guess Wilkes has hidden his hand enough where this wouldn't be like, oh.
It's
the
not on
same.
my hand anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's on the
okay.
hand. It's
Thank
the
fuck.
same color of the fish eyes that you saw in the water, Hank, most certainly. And as you look upon it, several realities become apparent to all of you. The first thing that becomes immediately apparent to you is just how far in over your heads you suddenly feel. Because what's just happened is, as you look upon the sign revealed by this creature, certain realities about your own existence become clear. You get a brief, momentary insight into the power of the creature before you, but also the power of the creator of this island. And in a flash, you see Carcosa being created by a hand, a robed hand, giant in the sky, which paints Carcosa with a brush. In several delicate, beautiful strokes, you watch as this place is created and the lighthouse is painted into reality. It is like witnessing God creating Earth. And that gravity sets in, and that's what the sanity loss is, essentially, is realizing the master of this place has the power to create matter itself. And the fish creature is smiling at you.
Now you have seen. Now you know Carcosa better. Now you have seen the sign. You can find the heart of Carcosa.
Elsie would have tears streaming down her face. She'd be like, it's beautiful. Wow.
Reggie at the moment would kind of be like just staring dead straight, non-blinking, oblivious to everyone around him.
Law's just smiling very softly to herself.
I'm weeping
Wondering.
whilst flashbacking repeatedly what I had to do to get this off me the first time.
My name, in answer to the riddle, is Hildred Castaigne.
This name is a name which is, I think, probably at this point only familiar to Sebastian Wilkes, who has read part of The Repairer of Reputations, which is written by Hildred Castaigne, who went mad and supposedly died in an asylum.
The author?
It nods once.
The true king.
King of all I survey.
Probably gonna go fetal, if that's cool with everyone.
But you know the guy with the paintbrush. Is that Archie?
Perhaps.
Are we in one of his paintings?
That would be magnificent.
Not yet.
You're very solitary for a king. And far
My
less,
subjects lay below me.
you're far less self-important than most royalty.
King of the ocean only.
You know,
Its denizens, but not king of Carcosa.
I think you have the better deal. And I just stare at the wall.
Not all that is written
Hildred.
is true.
And I'm sorry. He drops the harpoon. But there must be a way. You got me down here. You can get us back up, please, Hildred. I bow to you. I just take me back. And Hank gets to his knees in front of this thing.
I acknowledge your supplicants. Now that you have seen the sign, it is time to visit the heart of Carcosa. That is where I shall send you. Perhaps you will meet my master.
Please, I'm begging. And he'll like put his hands together. Please, I'll do anything. Just please.
You others wish to follow in his footsteps. or will you remain here in my court, keeping me warm?
We must follow.
We have to find out who lives in the hut.
Why?
Very well.
He's gonna take us home. He's gonna take us back.
No, not, but it is our only chance.
Don't you want to go home, Miss Belmont?
I don't know what that means anymore. It's fine.
Well, where did you come from before you were on Glumthorpe?
Wherever the wind took me. Home is
Don't you?
an easy word to use.
You don't have anyone to go back to? No one waiting on you?
I think you need my blood to get through doors, yes? So let's go.
Perhaps you'll find your way back here in time. Come to my shores again. But the heart of Carcosa awaits. The festival continues. Good luck.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Cthulhu Tentacle Tuesday, as we're all out of time. Yes, we are. But boy, have things taken a turn for the weird and the bizarre. But hey, that's Carcosa. Welcome to it. Having a good time in Carcosa now. We're really starting to get into the meat and potatoes of what makes Carcosa so great. And hey, you got an answer to one part of the riddle. Woo! Yeah, we're halfway there. And then everything will be fine.
And it took, all it took was some weird marine life performance art.
Yeah, exactly.
Marine life performance art is the best.
Yeah, it really is. It's really my favorite. And don't worry if you donated. I've got 2 donations that are going to come in next week. I've got a magic item and a NPC who will be appearing. So don't worry. Didn't get a time to get them in this week, but they'll be there next week. Just have to work a little time into the story. But we'll get off to the heart of Carcosa, so we'll have plenty of opportunity next week. So thank you guys for that. But Charlie, I'll hand over to you to take us away today.
Yeah, so let's go around, say what your favorite moment today was and where we can find you on the internet, and plug anything you would like to share with a wonderful chat. Major thank you to chat, to everyone who donated and has engaged. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in to the pod. We are live on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. Eastern. And hit that like, subscribe, little bell, and all of that fun stuff if you're on YouTube. We appreciate it very much. And let's hop on over to the wonderful Amelia. How are you doing?
Hello, I am Amelia Tyler and I'm doing surprisingly well. A long list of sentences I never thought I'd say, including I made friends with a half-fish dude today, kind of bonded with Wilkes over ridiculous French jokes. And I think I love a duster. So that's like the best NPC. I love her. I love her so much.
Call of Cthulhu does like affect your sexuality. I've discovered this.
I'm now duster sexual. Yeah, it was inevitable. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, the mop was duster was my favorite moment for sure. Especially considering that was just out of nowhere and such a good use of a donation. That makes me really happy. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and now on Twitch. Apparently I'm an affiliate now, so I will be wrapping my head around what the hell emotes are. This is weird. And all that kind of stuff. You can also see me over on Table Story and Nocturne tomorrow night. What else do I need to talk about? Oh, the Occupation won an award, which is really cool. I played the lead in that, and it won the Indiecade Best Performance Award
Occupation's
last
a good
week.
game.
So that's crazy. Yay. So congrats to everybody at White Paper. And you can also see me now in a game called Abandoned Ship, playing the female sea captain. So topical.
Yay!
Yeah, Abandoned Ship, another really great game.
It's all right, I'll
Thank
send you an
so
autograph.
much. I want one too. Okay.
Yeah, but
anyway,
yours will be written in blood. I wouldn't trust him with that.
that's very fair. Speaking of people I wouldn't trust with writing in blood, Panda, how are you doing?
I was not expecting that to be me, but that's worrying. And yeah. Anyway, I'm really good. That was really fun. Hank went down some kind of attempting to deal with the way things go, and like dealing with what's in front of him while not understanding any of it. And he's going down. Yeah, it's fun, and he really, really wanted to stab the fishman, because if you meet the person that's caused all these woes for you, you want to stab them in the face. And unfortunately, it probably wouldn't be the best way. I don't really do much. You know what, YouTube, you're always posting nice things, and we notice and we love you. I love you more than anyone else. These guys talk about you behind your back, but I'm the real deal, okay?
Yeah, but we only say things like that about people we like, with that kind of friend.
Fair enough. All right, yeah, one up me. But yeah, YouTube, we love you. And that's it.
Awesome. And hopping right across to Love Lindy.
Hi! Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I too adore Lizzie, the duster. I really hope we can help her more. That was so much fun.
Ride now.
She's along for the ride, and I love how it was just Reggie and Elsie, the founder, and they're both like, "You what?" Like, no. I'm gonna pick this lock, and then it didn't work, and they're just like, "Shut up, Lizzie." So that was great. I find it hilarious that those two keep getting paired up and sent together, and everyone still thinks they're a thing. We're not! Oh, but it's so much fun. I cannot wait for next week. I loved the fish dude, and I loved our little scene on the boat when we were all different sailors. Bill Bates he'll come back as maybe my next Call of Cthulhu character. Who knows? We'll see. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I'll be here on this channel again on Thursday from 4 to 7 Eastern for Unhallowed Metropolis, which I get to play my Dampier lady, which I'm happy about. And in 4 hours from now on my channel for Spooky Mists of Ravenloft. So if you like old school D&D brought up to 5th edition, come check that out.
If you like old school leveled up, check out Call of Cthulhu. How are you doing, Adam?
Yes. That is quite the segue, and I appreciate it. I'm Call of Cthulhu on Twitch and Twitter and shit. Twitch, that one mainly. I do horror games. Best, I don't know, there were so many really good moments tonight. I really enjoyed, like, dancing through logic hoops with the dick in the book. That was fun.
Dick in the book? Like a Jack in the Box.
It's a dick in the book.
It's a pop-up book, but it's adult. And yeah, the pirate the thing was probably my most, and I didn't get to work in at any point saying I was recently inside a small boy, and I'm really disappointed because I thought about it way too fucking late, and I was like, I could have done that. Oh, now I'm disappointed and losing my mind again. But yeah, no, that was the pirate. Yeah, that pirate thing was probably my favorite part. Really enjoyed that. Loving this. This is so much fun. It's the highlight of fucking the week. Honestly, it's super fun.
And a highlight of my week every week. Tom, how you doing?
Oh, that was so sweet.
Oh, I see. You actually will only take my segues if I say something nice. That's what I'm taking on board here. Is
Too much. Yeah.
Well, that was nice, and then your other option was paedophile. So you know,
Talking about being inside a small boy. Tom.
I'm glad you went with the first option there, Charlie. Thanks so much. Yeah, I love it. Love it. again, as Adam said, basically I look forward to this every week. I count down how many days it is until Tuesday so I can play again. It's really, really good. Again, story's balmy. You never really get used to it. You think you got your head around Call of Cthulhu shit, and then just out of nowhere, something else comes in. You just give up. You're never going to understand it. Just go for the ride. And I think Reggie's at that point at the moment, to be honest. I think he's at that point. I love everyone doing their characters. I just love the idea of the instant kind of like, okay, find a character, go. And then everyone just went new characters. So that was fun, and it was just fun hearing Millie just grunt for about 10 minutes. That was quite fun. So
you said that out loud. You realise that, yeah?
Yeah, I know what I said out loud.
They usually have to pay me hourly for that.
Yeah, we got it for nothing. See, we got it for nothing. You got to take what you can.
Free grunting is the best grunting.
So I'm Redundant UK. You can check me out on Twitter, Redundant UK, and on Twitch. I stream stuff. Outer Worlds is coming out this week, so I'll be streaming that probably. I'm looking forward to that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that's me. See you next week.
And someone else that we pay by the hour to grunt. Well, how you doing?
That's just solid.
It's only
gold.
on my live Jasmine stream, which is happening in a couple of hours. If you guys want to join me for that, I had a lot of fun today as ever. The last week was super crazy for me with all the immigration stuff, and still sort of catching up from that. So this has been a really nice break away from real life and away into the horrors of insanity. It's been nice to see so many new folks there in the chat as well, getting involved today, which is great. And great seeing all of the YouTube comments each week. Love going through those and seeing what you guys are seeing and writing. So I super appreciate that. You guys are still enjoying the show and having fun. That's the main thing. What am I doing? I don't know. What do we have this Sunday? No, this Saturday, in fact. We have... Is it Sunday?
Sunday.
Charlie, the meat grinder event? It is Sunday, isn't it? Yeah. This Sunday, I'll be showing up to do part of the meat grinder for this month, which is a 5e joust in sponsor of Macmillan Cancer Support. So if you guys want to sign up and come play some D&D 5e with us, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, anyone can come along and play. We're going to try and kill as many people as possible. If you like a nice tale and jousting and fighting cancer, then come along and join us, because it's all for a good cause. It's going to be a good fun. So that's my plug for the week. Speaking of plugs,
That's me. I'm stuck in the socket here at Encounter Roleplay, and I'm going to cut this stream off before we go any further into the rabbit hole and down into the dark depths of the gutter. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you everyone for checking out the show. We look forward to seeing you next week. We will be back tomorrow with Broken Crown, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's the penultimate episode of the season, so please do come and check that out tomorrow. And until then, try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be there laughing. When you do, take care, everyone.